Hello everyone, welcome in from post-nap, because, oh dear, I don't know, I just felt like I was tired and I was like, yes, let's sleep, and I might regret it slightly. Let's also start the music, so that there's at least something happening in the background. Yeah, okay, so, what time did I go to nap? It was an hour before stream? I napped for 20 minutes. Can anyone do the 20-minute nap? Because I am not convinced that the rumors are true and that 20 minutes is apparently refreshing. Because I have never been able to successfully do a 20-minute nap, wake up and feel refreshed. Um, so, if I ever do a nap, it becomes usually an hour and a half. It wasn't today, but usually it'll go past an hour and then it will ruin my sleep for the rest of the night. And I don't feel refreshed, I don't feel awake, I don't feel like it was worth my time, and I wasted my afternoon. That tends to be how naps work. Welcome back to Punderland. And welcome to Rai, Azzy, and Granny who are here. Granny is actually gone for dinner, so have a good dinner, Granny. She's gonna witness a lot of line route drawing today because we are gonna pretty much implode our entire city. This is why you should be banned from chanting. Yes, see, this is why I'm always told not to chant, by the one with the wrench. So, you do a 12-minute... How do you... By the time I feel like I'm settling into the nap, 12 minutes is up. I was going to nap, but you decided to stay up. Thank you, I appreciate it. Well, if you feel like napping at any point, during the stream, or if you need to sleep early, feel free to. Also, Azzy, has your internet been fixed? I'm assuming that it has, given that you're here. But strap yourselves in, everyone. This is gonna be quite a major stream when it comes to urban planning, because our authority here in Punderland has a full agenda for the next, let's say 3 and a bit hours. Yeah, so from last time, we managed to halve our unemployment from, which sounds great on paper, but we halved it. Oh no, it's gone back up again. From 30% to, well, it was 15%, it's gone back up to 17. What I did since the last stream is I've been leaving my game running for the last few hours because we're doing major projects today. I wanted to make sure we had enough cash, so we're up to 25 million. But because of that, some of our stats have gone all crazy, including our unemployment rate. We also built Rat Race Realm, so we have our first CBD area. We extended the subway line, and I don't think we did anything else. Oh, the university is something else we did on the last stream. So we have all of that. But today, we need to fix this little white elephant situation that we're having. If you're not familiar with what that term means, it means a major project that turns out to have not been needed. In this case, it's our subway line because, okay, it's kind of early morning right now, but I've just been having issues with it, like, attracting passengers. So I'll barely hit 10% of a train capacity in use, even though it's, like, cheaper and stuff. And in theory, it is also down to the fact that this is an early stage city where there isn't, you know, districts that are far away from the city center to attract people to take it. But I've been sitting in my city just observing the travel patterns and stuff, and I do also diagnose that I think part of the reason why no one's taking our subways is because our buses are actually just completely overlapping with where the subway is trying to go. So, okay, this is kind of tricky to, if I do this, okay, this is the easier way to see it. So, can we take a look at this? So, this green line is the subway, right? We also have one more that's underground, but this one's not so, let's see, like, it's not as crucial for me right now, but this line is the one that I'm trying to fix, right? And what I've observed is that everyone's actually just taking the bus line that's along this road instead, which, while it's great for efficiency, it's not helping the situation because our buses are not kind of capable of carrying enough passengers to justify that. So I'm trying to get people to shift from here to the subway. Internet is fixed. Lovely. You're playing City Skylines and watching. How has your city been going? Because I know you said you were going to restart. Are we working on that one now, or did we, like, go back? Did you see that Japan's train work is so efficient because apparently they use the fungus to help map out? Oh, is that an actual thing that's been like used in the real world? I saw an Instagram post where someone was critiquing like the US's train network, and they were suggesting to use that to decide where like they should connect. I didn't realize that was actually implemented in the real world. That's cool though. I can see it working though, because the whole idea of it being the shortest possible path, for express lines would make sense. And obviously you have to take into consideration geographical limitations and stuff. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff when it comes to public transport planning. Here in my city, what we're actually demonstrating is, there is an official term for it. Like, I don't know what it is now that I'm trying to explain it, but basically, there is an issue of modal what do you call it? No, modal overlapping. There we go. Because we have two different modes of transport. They are serving the same passengers, and they're actually cannibalizing each other. So we've got the subway, and we've got the bus. And right now, everyone's taking the bus, even though it's not, capable of supporting that many people. And no one's taking the subway, despite it being able to carry all these people. So what we need to do for today is to completely rip out our bus lines and start again. Okay, but also, if I do screenshot. Okay, now as part of this planning, I have been looking at how I want the city to expand, right, over time. Let's bring up our this snipping tool thing. Does it show? I hope it does. It does not. Okay, so window capture, display capture. Let's try this. I don't remember how I got it to work the last time. Display. Okay, I hope this works. Maybe I did it on my old computer actually. But let's draw out. We did this in Montai before, but we're gonna do it again for this one. So this is currently our focus, which is the city, right? Eventually, there's going to be a city up here. So there's going to be almost two cities connecting here. And I'm thinking a third city is going to be here, right? So this is what I have in mind when it comes to what we're going to do for the train line, right? So for now, we have this. Oh, let's make it thicker. We have this metro line that is running through on an east-west route. Left-right route, if you will. Hello, Sam. I was watching you play, what was it called? That plant thing. And I quite enjoy the graphic style of it. And I've not tried a big construction game yet. I've not been doing anything when it comes to new games. Oh my gosh. But I will once I get my new computer back. The limitation for me right now is that I have no space on this computer. So even Minecraft is not installed. I need to think about how to get Roller Coaster Tycoon going if we're going to stream it on Saturday. But yeah, so I'm kind of just waiting for my computer to come back. And fingers crossed it will be, because it's almost 4 weeks. And they said it would take 4 weeks. City Garden let's try that again. City Garden Harvest, thank you. Okay, your restarter one's doing so much better. What do you feel was different in how you planned it, Azzy? Okay, where was the other one? It was here. Okay, so I'm drawing out the current lines that we have, right? So I am going to recolor them. At the moment, they've just been green. But just to make life easier, right, we can see Raymond offers you grapes. So red, orange. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And planning-wise, see, this is what I'm thinking, right, is that as we reposition our bus network and stuff, I want the buses to sort of serve more as feeders to the nearest metro station, as opposed to being like, oh, I want to go throughout the district on a bus. Because once we have a dense enough network, the bus shouldn't be doing that anymore. We should be feeding everyone to the network, right? And so with the stuff we've been building so far, we've got Red Race Realm over here. And I have already done a draft of this, so I am just trying to refer to that. But as we develop this side of the city, we're gonna need some more stops. So I'm gonna say, okay, we'll go through this way to create an interchange somewhere at Red Race Realm. So red and yellow is gonna connect here. And then my idea is, and we might work on this on today's stream, because again, long one planned. I want this to become a mixed use area, and we're gonna have our healthcare area over here as well. So it would warrant a metro stop. Oh, actually, what I also need to do, let's draw out our regional trains as well. So white is regional train. So there we go. At the moment, that's the only line we have, but it will go this way towards the other city center. Okay, so the yellow line can also interchange with the regional rail if we want to. I haven't decided yet. And then it can keep going this way. Okay, so we have that. And if I extend my... What color did I use? If we extend the orange line, in theory, you can bring it up towards the new city, the second city as well. So it will connect in this way. And the yellow line can do that as well. So they'll like kind of connect you in two different areas. So we've got different ways to get to like our current city. But you see how both of these lines are going in this direction, like towards the bottom left of your screen. So this is then where I wanted to bring in two other lines to accommodate like this direction of travel, if you will, like down right. So that's where I did this green line that will come in over on this side. So once this area is developed, we can have a more direct route as opposed to going from like yellow and then kind of changing over to green. Or red, sorry. And then I extend the red, let's say here. So it's like that, right? So we've got something that will serve this area now with a few options. And then we've got a blue line that I'm thinking can go towards whatever this key landmark attraction is. I've reserved the space for it. I haven't decided what to do with it yet. It might be a stadium. In which case, it would be good to have very strong public transport connections. Let's see, it will go like here, connecting up with the regional train station, which is here. And because right now, the only way to go from left to right on the map is the red line, and kind of the regional rail, but I don't want it to become like its only way of doing it. The blue line can probably keep going around here, and then eventually like turn this way. I don't really know where yet. But then you'll see that there's an entire blank spot in this area, which isn't being served, and if you want to travel from here to like here, it's kind of tricky. So then this is where I want to bring in a purple line, which will almost serve as like a orbital circle line that goes, where is the current one? Here. Bringing it around to here, which we have a current regional train station. And okay, these are very close at the moment, the blue and the red, the blue and the purple, sorry. But as we expand the map, I think the blue will go out even further, but it's just for reference. So the purple line will actually completely avoid the center of this city and loop around it. And I'm thinking this will be a way for people who don't want to go into the city center or they're trying to transfer between external districts. They can do that. And then the final one that I'm thinking of putting down eventually is a line that actually goes in the opposite direction to the purple, which is like this. So again, I'm trying to refer to what I drafted previously. It was kind of funny because I'll spend my time doing this, right? And then I'll sit on the bus and stuff, just looking at the map to make sure that it's a route that makes sense. Okay, and then there'll be some kind of interchange here with the blue and orange line. It goes down here and then it turns. Sort of like that. Okay, and the idea for the pink line is that, A, to serve this area, which will be kind of a blank spot, right? Allowing for transfers between existing lines. And then this area is going to be a shopping district. I don't know what's a good reference if you're from Australia, but here we have a place called Orchard Road that's like a whole line of very high density like shopping area. It's our main shopping street basically. So I was thinking the pink line can kind of serve as it's a way of connecting that. And then on this side, as the red line continues towards that like harbor city thing, there'll be an interchange here and the orange line as well. So at least further out from the city center, you can still transfer between like these lines without going into the city to transfer. So yeah, and then let's see, like this, so that white like line can keep going. So that's kind of what my plans are for the subway lines eventually. But in order to support these having enough passengers, we need to make sure that the bus lines don't actually cannibalize who's gonna take it. And that's where the redesigning of today's bus lines comes in. You're focused on slowly building up and making money. That's a good idea. Like, I'm so glad that my financial situation for this city is good because we managed to get up to 25 million just by sitting in it for an hour and a bit. Like a Home Depot and Megamart. Oh no, not even a Home Depot. Let me get my... We'll bring up a Google. Let me show you what I mean by, like the shopping street area. What's a good... Let's just use the Google Maps. Okay, bringing you back to this country again. Welcome back to this one. Ta-da. Okay, welcome back to this little island. If I bring up the public transport options, right? So you can see we've got... Oh, it's quite thin. Can I... Is there an easier way to show this? Oh well. Okay, but basically, our city center, it's like around here, right? So you can start to... Whoa! Too many bus stops. Can we switch off the bus stops, please? Okay, but yeah, basically, if I bring your attention to this area, and I'll switch on terrain. So, this whole stretch... Oh, it's not very... It doesn't look very nice on, like, satellite view. This entire 1 kilometer stretch or so is like a full-on, like, shopping street, right? And it's huge. So if I show you the street view of this, this is called Orchard Road. The problem is I don't know what to compare it to in other parts of the world. Like, New York has stuff like this, but it's more like, Times Square-ish, but it's not really Times Square for us because it's like a linear street. But there are tons of shopping malls that, like, on both sides. Our Apple store... Am I going the right way? Shaw House, Lucky Plaza. Okay, yeah, so we are going the right way. So we've got... This is a giant department store, from Japan. It's called Takashimaya. Here they call it Taka just because everyone's... like... People prefer convenience in Singapore, so they tend to acronym everything. Where is the Apple store? The Apple store is somewhere here. But you can see there's shops, there's hotels. If I can find it, the Apple store is somewhere. I think it's further. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we've got... That's the Apple store. If I just keep going. But you get the idea. It's like this whole stretch is just shopping. Oh, it's blocking the sign. There we go. This was our first Apple store. It only opened a few years ago, actually. But if I keep going, this brings us to another shopping mall, which is hidden away, but it's this giant thing. If I keep going, this thing is also a shopping mall. There's actually 3 different shopping malls in this one, like, building. It's quite confusing, because 2 of them are called almost the same thing, and they have almost the same logo. As you can see, Orchard Gateway, and then one of it's Orchard Central, and they're all, like, different. But the gist of it, as to why I'm bringing up this comparison, is if we look at this stretch that I showed you, right? We basically went from here, which is Orchard, to here, which is Somerset. So, the 2 ends of this shopping street is connected by, like, these 2 train stations. So you can walk, you can start from either Somerset or Orchard, walk the entire stretch, and then end up at a different MRT station. MRT basically means our, like, metro system thing. So this is what I have in mind for the pink line, if I bring up that for comparison here. Okay, so this stretch, right, is going to become this city's Orchard Road, essentially. So, think of it as this part of, like, the city. I hope that makes sense. Feel free, if you'd like to see other parts of Singapore city centre, to let me know, and then we can run through it. But yes, it's crazy, because let's switch off the terrain. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines at the moment in this one area. So basically all of our lines actually cover this like small area. And then the bus stops are ridiculous. But yeah, and then there's gonna be... I don't think any of the upcoming ones are going through the city center anymore. We've got one coming that's this way. And then one that's just like this area of the country. So, interesting times, but yes. So not quite Home Depot like stuff, but more that kind of situation. But yes, so let's get going. I think what we'll do for the bus lines, I'm gonna pause. It's rush hour, so I'm really sorry to all of our commuters in our city. We're gonna be deleting everything. So I'm just gonna delete all of the existing local bus lines. We will leave the regional ones because that's just a requirement for like external connections. Okay. And I'm sorry about the lighting in the game. I left my game on all afternoon because I wanted it to hit like spring or summer. In order for the lighting to be nicer, unfortunately, the game has decided literally to stay in the one season that I didn't want on stream. But by the end of stream, hopefully, things will be better. Okay, so I've completely cleared the bus lines. So if we take a look, we are stuck with this, right? So what I'm gonna do is going along this idea of feeder services, right? We are gonna have each little neighborhood have a roundabout bus service that goes and connects towards the nearest station. So it's both the subway line and the regional trains, right? They can connect to either one. But the idea is at least that way, once we feed it there, people will be more inclined to then take the subway from like their respective station. What I do also want to do, and I know I kind of was like questioning this when I first placed it down, I think I'm gonna move my subway to this side actually. I don't think that, like, I don't really want it in the industrial side anymore. I feel like it makes more sense to leave it on this side. So if I bring it here, okay, and then place this here for now. We will like specifically adjust it when we build up this area, but I just want to move it like this. Right, and this connection thing will still make sense because people might want to cross the road to take the bus. But we'll go from... How does this work? It's gonna be very confusing. Uh-oh, no! I've deleted the wrong thing. Okay, this is where mods might come in handy if I delete the wrong thing, because I can undo stuff. Not today though, in vanilla land. Although, I will say, so my plan is, right, we've done about 5, how many? This is a 6th stream, I think, of full-on vanilla, like no DLCs and stuff. But I think as the city grows, I do want to bring in the creator packs. So these are official add-on content by like the game's developers themselves. It's just that it's hosted on their like mods page, right? So I might bring those in soon. I haven't decided when. Possibly when my computer comes back. But once we have those, we will have a lot more options when it comes to building types, building like heights as well. And I think as we develop our city to have multiple city centers, it will be good to have a variety. Because otherwise, everything's gonna look like the buildings we've already placed down. Because there are limits to how like novel everything is buildings-wise. Okay, so that is that moved. I'm going to do a granny. I'm going to do a roundabout. Ooh. Let's see, like that first. And over here, we will have our bus stop for now. Okay, so first bus line that I'm gonna do, right? It's gonna be a loop. It's going to connect the entirety of Beechwood East. So we're gonna start from here. And then we will go, let me think. So unlike previously, we are going to have to do bus lines in 2 different directions this time. With this new concept, right? So it will be a bit more tedious, but that's why we're strapping in for a long stream today. That's why we're doing this. Okay, and then it will loop around here to the train station. So you can either Let me see. Yes, wait. Yes, okay. Then we keep going. Here. This way. And then here. And complete route. So that's the first line. And then if I do this. Okay, so we're basically doing the same thing just in the opposite direction. So depending on the direction of travel you want, you have options. Right, and then you connect to the train station. We go this way. So they're all gonna be like route A, route B, and then I'll just do like 1A, 1B, stuff like that. Okay, so that's a completed route. There we go. So that's gonna be 1A and 1B. Oop, sorry, screenshotting my... The screenshotting tool is a bit too sensitive here. And then we're gonna do red. So that's gonna be the new bus line 1A and 1B, as you can see. So it serves this section. And then over on this side, this is the bit that I haven't decided on. So 2A, let's start it here. Oh, we don't actually have enough bus stops for both sides. There we go. So 2A can go from here. It will overlap a bit, just so that if people really want to transfer, they do have the option to. I'm gonna do here. And then we'll stop here because there's the train station here, right? We will allow it to transfer within the bus interchange thing, which I actually do want to redo. And that is also another reason why I'm trying to do the new content creator pack thing, is that I want a shopping mall there, but it's with one of those packs. So, oh wait, should I go this way? Yes, okay, we'll go this way. So here, and then we'll turn here. This probably will need a bus interchange with how many buses are going through here. Okay, so there is that. Let me put this way. The risk of doing this, without checking all of the other routes, is that I might have to adjust everything, and then that's gonna get very confusing because there's 2 routes in each direction. This way. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that bus interchange is definitely too small, the way I'm doing this. Here. Okay, so that's gonna be orange. I find the rainbow thing easier to do. Like, obviously in the real world, the lines will kind of be colored after the operator of the line. Or if you're from a city where they kind of just use one color, then it's all gonna be a single color. It's just easier for me to visualize this way. There we go. So you can see we've got line 1 and 2 that are covering Beechwood East, Beechwood West. Also, as he was getting water and now is back. English. My brain's not fully awake at this point, can you tell? Okay, and then bus line, let's see, 1, 2. Number 3. Ooh, I don't really know how to handle the third one. Let's start from here. Okay. So it will go this way. I do want it to go into the university. So we'll just do that for now. Okay, it'll be just on the outside, I guess. That works. Here we go. Okay, so that's the third line. And then we'll start again from here. You can go here. Hello, Benny. Congrats for being first. Also, congrats on a meeting that ended way earlier than it was supposed to be. So we're just casually placing down and redoing our entire bus network. Which is actually not too... like, what do you call it? It's something that technically could be done on autopilot. It's just that there's a lot of clicking, so I need to pay attention to where I'm clicking. Okay, so that's the yellow lines attached. So, in theory, we have still covered all of where the buses used to go. It's just that now their focus is to send people to the nearest train stations as opposed to like across the city. Okay, so, and we've condensed it down to just 3 bus lines for this whole area. I do want to have one here for the industrial area for now, because eventually, as we saw earlier with the pink line, it will go here. But until then, we do need a way to get from like there to... Ooh. There's no bus stop there, that's not good. Okay, I do need to go in and actually like remember to fix all of this. So if I don't fix it, someone scream at me. Here we go. I will also blame fully, like, if we're sitting here being like, why is he so obsessed with building in this game today? I will completely blame Granny, who did that stream on Saturday, I think, and made me want to stream this game straight away. So, it's all Granny's fault. Blame her. But it's been so fun to watch her learn the game and just slowly watch her build. I love how she does like the trees and the greenery. I feel like the decoration that she does is actually quite lovely. I don't even do that. So like the amount of time she spends to place down the greenery and stuff. I missed something earlier. There was supposed to be something else where I like was going to add. Okay, the university. Here we go. There. A direct stop to the university. How convenient. Okay, and then we'll go the other way. Fix it. We're fixing. That's the whole... It's the whole effort we're putting in here to make sure that our... Oh, we've run out of platforms. Okay, well, that's fine. We're fixing our public transport network. It's actually interesting because a similar situation happened in Singapore when they... Is it this way? Might have done the wrong thing. When they started running this new like train line called the Thomson East Coast Line, which was a brown line on our map, they had this thing where they were trying to rationalize the bus lines in Singapore, because we've got like a ton of bus lines, right? And a lot of them actually overlap with our trains, especially on routes where there wasn't a train previously. So they were trying to rationalize it and trying to get rid of some bus lines, and everyone is complaining because there is the situation of, yes, there is a train station, but it's actually not as convenient as just directly taking a bus. So everyone didn't really want to take the train. So we're having this issue right now where our new MRT line isn't really being fully utilized. Even with me, like, it's actually not too far away from where I stay. There is a station that I could connect to, but there is no way for me to get to it, is the issue. And I've written into the Land Transport Authority to be like, hey, can you consider putting a line where I can use your like billion-dollar train line, please? I would appreciate it. And they literally wrote back and was like, nah, we don't plan on doing it. Have fun. Bye. So yeah, bureaucracy, everyone. Well done. Okay, so this turns into the green line. I actually wrote quite a few things because there were gaps in my transport route, which I felt wasn't even a selfish thing. It was that there is a genuine use case, I feel, for considering such a connection. Because it's like, the transport routes I take, the transfer points are actually quite heavily utilized. So it made sense for I feel at least, the suggestions I gave actually made sense because a lot of people use those stops anyway. But no, it was the typical public service answer of like, oh, we hear your concerns, we currently have no plans, but we will look into it if you're doing it. You know, that usual public relations response, which makes everyone feel great about themselves when they've spent effort to actually give feedback. This is the reason why people don't, like, after a while they stop giving feedback, is that you get responses like that. Need a copy of the letters that, oh, I saved it somewhere. We have a change of minister for transport, and I'm hoping that they will do more than the previous one. Okay, but yeah, so we've got red, orange, yellow, green. I think that should be good for now. Let's leave it running for a bit, and then we will observe. And hopefully the subway fixes itself as well. Ooh. Oh no, oh no. Okay, wait, we've got a a landfill situation. Okay, that could be our next thing that I just very quickly fix. Our landfill is running out of space, and it's not processing enough like stuff. So let me do this. I'm gonna move our landfill a bit, and I think this is gonna be temporary. Because ideally, I don't really want the industrial to be here. In fact, this is going to be our next order of business, is I want to actually mark down places I plan on developing, just so that we know that it's coming, and the neighborhood and the residents know as well that, oh, my time in this neighborhood is running out. Okay, let's do this. They have to respond to all mail, even if the response is not useful. Yeah, and I don't know, it's just... I would have appreciated if they actually did something, you know? As opposed to just being like, oh, we hear you. But oh well. And the difference is, see, in this country, as much as when they compare it to other countries, they'll be like, oh my gosh, the system here is so amazing. The problem is that the context of transport in Singapore is different as well, because in other countries you have the option to buy a car even if you if the public transport is inadequate or unsuitable for that country's context, right? So you yes, you have to live with congestion and stuff, but you have an option. Whereas here, cars are so expensive that you kind of have to depend on public transport. So the context is different, and to me, when you have such a context, the expectations of standards expected of public transport need to be adjusted as well to match that context, which is that people don't have a choice but to take public transport. So it's not good enough to just be better than other countries, because there is honestly a lot of gaps that can still be filled when it comes to it takes what was it, they were saying something like it takes 3 times the amount of time as it would to take a car to get some places in Singapore, which, given how small our country is quite ridiculous. Sorry, this has turned into an entire postnet rant. But why not, right? Because we're building a city, why not rant about another one? But yeah, so it shouldn't take that much longer to travel in such a small country. Even for me, it takes me... Most of my commutes take an hour and a half, and the country's not that big. I've just gotten used to the fact that if I go anywhere, I just have to factor in an hour and a bit. Even if it's, not too far away. Okay, so we've got this. The processing speed is not great. Oh, actually I should have... Let's adjust this. I thought people stopped giving feedback when the feedback seeker just ignored the feedback and posted the time-lapse anyway. I moved on to other platforms where I thought feedback would be accepted. Unfortunately, the response was similar to this time-lapse situation. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I am trying to maximize the amount of space used for landfill, although this bit's kind of ridiculous. Look how narrow it is. But other than just this current landfill, I'm also gonna put down the recycling center. Actually, I should have done it the other way around. Right? Yes, okay. Sorry, we're gonna have to move the whole thing. I'm gonna move you again. Sorry. Okay. What a great sight to behold when you first enter the city. So you come in from the highway, and then literally a landfill right here. Just majestic planning. Okay. So this gives us more space, actually. Ta-da. Way more than earlier. And then we still have the collection point thing. I will put trees around it. Just like solve it. I'm trying to hold in a sneeze, by the way. In case like if I start sounding weird now, it's cause sneeze was incoming. I'm trying to like be prepared in case it does happen. Okay, that should give us enough capacity because the recycling center processes so much stuff that I think we'll be fine for a good 20 years. Yeah, we're fine. Completely fine. Okay. Just like to listen to you talk. Maybe I should like have sent in a voice message or something to that feedback department. Then maybe they would have taken me seriously. Like a written letter does no good here. Okay. You actually really love hearing talk about trains and buses. You have missed a call? Wait, what? You may have missed a calling as a transport minister or something. I can't deal with bureaucracy. I would not be any good in the real world. As Granny said, cities run best when there is a benign dictator. Which is why we're playing in this game instead. Yeah, no, I don't... I feel like there would be ideas, but the execution will be the issue. Because you will have... And actually, this was a... Again, bringing back to... Ooh, context in Singapore. I will save after this, given that it just auto-saved. Case in point, when it comes to bureaucracy and stuff, ruining good ideas, right? About... How many years ago has it been? I think 7 years ago now. The Land Transport Authority basically set out to try and revamp their wayfinding system for trains and stuff. And so they brought in this guy who actually was just creating all sorts of like train maps and stuff for fun, right? And so they saw that he did this conceptual like train map design for our system here, and they reached out to him and be like, can you redesign our entire wayfinding system, right? And so I'm actually just going to show it. Why not? Ta-da, this guy, right? So this map behind is the map that he actually like had a say in and is now implemented in our system, right? But he actually explained how because of middle management and people above him not allowing him to actually execute on his overall intention, now our system actually is worse off because like it lacks certain points of his hierarchy and things where like you won't understand what it is. So basically, in the past, right, just gonna summarize roughly what the situation is. These are our old wayfinding signs, are very wordy. The exit numbers were based on letters. Exit numbers based on letters, lovely. So what this guy did was, he actually came up with this system where in theory, they're all supposed to be like this, where it's like exit 3 to 6. They will have short forms, all of the things. It's all iconography based. The thing is, for this system to work, you need to have context to know where exit 3 brings you. And so his original intention was that at the platform level, when you first get out of the train, there is one of these things that actually summarize everything for you to tell you like, oh, where is the exits? Where do I go? So once you have that in place, then people will know like, okay, all I need to do is look out for exit 3. I will go towards that direction, right? So when you think of it as a whole, his concept makes so much sense, and I actually feel like it would have been a very good system. The problem is, everyone above him decided that it is not safe or like not appropriate to put this master thing at platform level to prevent crowding, and therefore our new train systems have a problem where when you go to the platform, all it will say is way out. And I have run into this problem myself where, look, this is actually what happens, and this is actually his motivation behind why he created his system, is that he saw so many of these paper signs on our train like stations where he felt they shouldn't be doing that. And so, unfortunately, because of the blocking above him, the new system still causes this to happen, and in fact it's worse. So, yeah. And this is why, as much as I'm enthusiastic about stuff, I don't see myself actually doing it in this context. So they'll blame the guy with a great system but didn't do what he actually wanted them to do. Yes, indeed. Bureaucracy, everyone. Yeah, it's so unfortunate Because like, when I first experienced it myself with the issues, like, with that system, right? I thought it was an issue with the guy who designed it. And then they came out of this article where they explained the situation, and I'm like, oh, okay, no. They did not do a nice thing bringing him in and then not wanting to execute his idea. And it's just, you could have had a very good, and wayfinding things are stuff that should be timeless, because you put so much effort to creating signage and stuff, and it does matter, like, how good they are, how presentable they are. It reflects well on the system, and I don't feel like what they ended up with reflects well on, because it's a form of communication, right? Wayfinding is a form of communication, and I feel like because of the people above him, they ruined his ability to communicate effectively, concisely, and help people actually navigate very complicated and ever-growing systems. Like, with some of our stations have, 13 exits? So you can imagine that issue multiplying like 200 times. What about online wayfinding? Can they do it so that people can see it on the phone? We don't have any actual clear way of doing it. The only one that I've tried is actually someone created it themselves. And while it's good, there are flaws of it. So, no, we don't have a very good, like, app or something that would direct you where to go. I think even Google Maps doesn't really tell you where to go. Let me see. Let's say if I want to travel to, let's go to Orchard, right? So I'm gonna go to the big mall, which is Ion Orchard, by train. Okay, sorry, I'm doing this on my phone, so I can't show you. It will take me 1 hour. Why is it making me go this way? Okay, it always forgets that a certain line that, like, is near me exists. Okay, so I will take a bus to this station, and then... Okay, let's see. Exit via 7. So Google Maps does show it, I guess, but because it's underground, maybe let me... Okay, let's pause this. I will show it on screen because it's a bit confusing to explain it. We'll do an experiment right here. So I'm just gonna do a, like, random... And then can we show this? Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going from a general neighborhood, like up here in the central of Singapore, down to Orchard by train. Right? So exit via 7. There we go. Now consider that Orchard is completely full of underground connections. So exit 7 on the ground level means nothing to me. So from, like, you can't even see where the train platform is relative to this. So how would someone who's never been here know where to go underground to get from here to here? You know? Because in actuality, is there a way I can show this? It's slightly better on my phone because it did show where the exit is. But again, it's the case of, like, where's the underground view? More underground? Okay, I don't know if it can be done on the computer, but let me look on my phone. I don't have a way to show the underground view. So if I was a tourist here, I would be toast. With an app in New South Wales that is transport focused from the state government, Transport New South Wales. Oh, let me see that. Transport New South Wales. Travel info, let's see. I love the metro, like this one. Look at this. It's the app that you're referring to, right? Because I don't see an easy... Oh, this thing, I think. Transport for New South Wales? It's somewhere, we'll find it. Okay. Like, the general direction thing is fine. Like, we do have those. We have fare calculators, we have direction that tells you, like, from this station to this station, you need to take which line. The issue is the wayfinding within a given station. Yeah. How do we end up talking about all of this? Because someone claimed that I should have been a transport minister, I guess. What fun. Oh dear. Oh, I've actually not tried Apple Maps. Right, let me try. Sorry, we're just fully... Why focus on the city we're building when we can focus on a city I live in? Let me see if Apple Maps is better. So, towards Orchard, get directions by train. Okay. So once I'm at Orchard... See, it's doing that same thing again, where... Oh, wait, this one might have a basement view. No, the basement view is not detailed enough, so I can't see actually where I should go once I reach the platform. Not good enough. Not good enough. B2, B1, L1. So Apple Maps is slightly better in that it shows you the exit to get... Like, it shows you where exits are relative to at least the overall underground footprint. But I don't think it's showing me the actual levels within the platform area. Because some exits are not at the same level as the platform. Like, you need to go up escalators, and then that's the issue where you don't know where to go. I'll have to test it. Maybe I'll do more experimenting, but generally speaking, the new lines are confusing. And then the unfortunate thing is because of that, they decided to start spamming text everywhere now again. So the whole point of this system was that it's supposed to be clean and elegant and easy to read and stuff. And now it's just going back to what it used to be. So what was the point of this 7... Oh, wow. Hold up, we need to... Hold up, we have an issue with our public transport. We need more buses. Okay, let's bring this up to 6. 6 bus... Whoa. 2B is going crazy. Where's 2B? 2B is going here. Okay. So the other ones are doing fine, but 2... Bus line 2 is not doing great. I think what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do a supplementary bus line 2. 2C and 2D, if you will. So this is what? 2B... Okay. Just a moment, everyone. Let me get this one settled. So we'll go this way, this way. So an express service or a shorter service that will bring us directly through just the central area of where this bus line goes. Ooh. Create a new route. Okay. And hopefully that will balance out the demand of this area. Okay. So this will become 2C. And 2D. Right, so we've got 4 services for this tiny area. I get why. Because I was looking at the stats of like Beechwood West. And there's 11,000 people living in this one area, which is quite ridiculous. Okay, have fun. Hopefully you will... have less issues. I'm gonna increase you as well, just to be safe. 2B or not 2B? That's the that's the question. As I've never heard of the song that you were quoting as well earlier. What was it? Crispy? Not Krispy Kreme, that's a donut. Cabin Crew. Why cabin with a K but crew with a C is my question. Okay. Anyway, after all of that rambling, and all of that ranting, all of that yapping. These have been 2 very ranty streams relative to most of our other streams. Because last time we were ranting about crowns, today we're ranting about bureaucracy in land transport. Deary me. But I think that should be good for I'm gonna increase this. Our bus network will like run. We'll let it run. We'll see if it works. We will supplement it if necessary. But I think that should give us more usage of our subway line. Fingers crossed. 5:20. Okay, so far it's not made much of a difference, but it is not rush hour right now. So, also known as it is off-peak hour. What is it is not rush hour? They're a group of kids. Cabin no, not cabin with a C and crew with a K, but like both cabin and crew with a K. They make me want to watch Dairy Girls. Oh no, not Dairy Girls. Dairy Girls. I've never heard of that either. Okay, but come on people, let's see the subway start being used, please. Okay, this one's getting... Beechwood West has a decent, like, number of people coming in. So that's good. I just need to get people onto the subway. Dairy Girls. Oh, no, again, I've not, like... I had a situation... Not a situation, but it's like... I posted about this for my home decor stuff earlier today, but... I was looking at old ads for, like, that were shown in Singapore. And one of it actually inspired my, like, a coaster design I was doing where it was cow-themed. We had this ad that was just like a dancing cow singing about banana milk. And that's what inspired me. So then I posted about it, and then asked people, like, what was an ad that they found nostalgic. One of it was the Cadbury eyebrows, by the way. We showed it on stream before. And I think Rai replied, like, you replied it after I started stream, so I will... Oh wait, no, okay. I just want milk that tastes like real milk. I don't know this reference either. Yeah, so I guess nostalgia changes depending on the situation. You can't be an individual on your own. Oh my gosh. We can't be a democracy without dictators. That's Granny's slogan, her election slogan, where she's elected unopposed. We can say this because she's out for dinner. Okay. Now, Subway. 62. Here we go. It is doing better, actually. We've got slightly more... Why are you not muted? Oh, okay, you're sending... I will watch this after stream. But thank you for sending that. Is that also an ad for Cadbury? Because I've only seen the eyebrow one. Like, so context, what is considered nostalgic ads to me are like 2000s. Because that was me growing up. So 2000s to 2010 to me is like, oh, those were the days, you know? Okay, we do have decent people boarding the trains now. I think it's working better. Okay, and because it's rush hour, let's just check the buses as well. Okay. Orange line doing well. Yellow line might need another bus or two. Let's do 4. 4. Okay, and green line's doing okay? Yeah, I think that has helped us balance out here. Now 2C is the one struggling. Okay, 2C, you're gonna get more buses. 2D, you might want to get more as well. Oh, there's so many people. Where are these people going? I think they're transferring between the red and the orange line. It's not, but it's a good ad. Okay, I will have to watch it. Your city has 800,000 in the bank, never had that much before. I've never had 26 million this early in the city as well. It's just because I left it running while I napped. I meant to stop at 8. And then I just left it, and then I realized that, oh no, it's going into winter. So I just kept the game running right until stream started. Oh yes, wait, let's save. Because unfortunately, despite this being vanilla, my game has crashed every now and then. So let's not have it ruin things. Especially not after I've just completely redone the bus lines. Oh, 1A is getting a lot of use as well. Forest. Okay. Let's increase that. Ooh. Don't know if we fully solved the issue. I think if demand remains high where our buses can't keep up, we might have to put some trams down, actually. I'm leaving the option open. But yeah. We shall see. Okay, this does lead to our next point though, on our very long agenda of stuff to do today, which is that we fixed the bus routes. We've sort of rerouted the subway line a bit. We've planned the subway line. Now, I want to actually mark down areas that I intend on developing. So I know we've done this whole huge areas so far, right? But there are certain areas that I want to like redevelop, because they were the first few areas, and I do feel like now that we know where the city center is going to be, they are very underutilized. So I might just remove Beechwood West as a district. Okay, so Beechwood West, like we'll roughly know where it is, right? But let's say, okay, so here, this stretch, right, this area that I'm marking out now, this is gonna be redevelopment zone number 1, because right now it is just low-rise housing. It is right smack in the middle of the city center, and I just feel like this can be utilized so much better than it currently is. So I like when I mark down redevelopment zones, it doesn't mean that we are actually gonna start redeveloping now. It's just that it's planned to be redeveloped. Redevelopment zone. For this one, I do want to actually keep it lower rise though, so it could be like a lower rise, what do we call it? We said this in Montai City before, where we had that like Cubby Cliff grasslands or something, where it was just an open plain field. I kind of want that, but just sort of leisure activities, you know, like farm to table stuff. When I think of the name, we'll go with it. But yeah, so this area is due for redevelopment. This is going to be, and I'm going to number them as well, so we know the priority. Number 1, that's definitely going to be redeveloped. Number 2, to be redeveloped, is, let me see. Oh, actually, no, this stretches all the way. This should go here. Gated community. Oh, not quite gated community. It's more like, because the whole city is going to be quite high rise in the city center, so I want to keep one area that's a bit lower rise for breathing room, if you will. Okay, so redevelopment zone number 1 is going to be there. And then I'm going to, let's see. So this is going to be a development zone. Sorry, Beechwood East. We're just trying to remember their names. Okay, this area will be developed soon. This one's not redevelopment, it's just gonna be developed. And I think this area, this one will be redeveloped. And I think Granny's home is in this area. So unfortunately, we will have to find her a new house. Is it here? Yeah, Granny's house is here. Okay, so redevelopment zone. Here we go. So there's 2 so far. In fact, I might actually extend this to be like this whole area. I want to at least relay things out. So it may stay as a low-rise place, but like, I just want to redo it. Hobby Farm Valley, that's the one. Valley. Okay, Valley. Right, it's quite small for a valley, but, you know, we'll work with it. Do you have one of the fancy homes unlocked? Oh, I've not actually looked at the signature buildings. Let's see. This one. We've got Polaris Suites, which I think is a bit too dense for her liking. Imperium Plaza. I feel like Real Estate Agents Mansion, Architects Mansion, Industry Moguls Mansion. I think we need this one. So I need to produce lodging of 3,000, waterfront housing, which we've not touched, and recreation goods. Sounds very granny. So we'll work with that. And if I bring in my creator packs, right, we'll have more options. Rock musician oh wait, no, okay. This is the one. Right, so film actor. Yeah, rock musician mansion is going to be Granny's new house. So we need to put down another 700 or so cells of low density housing. If someone could just keep track for me. Oh, and the sneeze has finally happened. Sorry. Okay. Right, so Granny's house is going to be moved to Rock Musician Mansion. We'll find somewhere to put it. And then... let me see. This area... oh, actually, okay, wait, no. This bit, I do want to redevelop. It's quite a small piece of land, but right now it's being used for offices, and I just feel like it's not the best utilization of space at the moment. And then around it, oh, actually, I have to do it this way. Granny does James mention, oh my gosh. See, I know we were doing this for Montai more than anything, but I've been thinking, because this is probably gonna be more long-term than, like, until I can get Montai working again on my computer. We're kind of sticking with this city, right? I was thinking of starting to do all those design stuff for, like, the transport lines and things again. I'm just like, ooh, should I? I don't think I have time for it. Okay, so this is gonna be redevelopment zone officers. Okay. Yeah, so as we expand the city, we will go back into some of these things to like redevelop it. And actually, to be honest, I'll probably redevelop this as well. So this entire area is being redeveloped. It's just in different phases. So the shopping mall area is also being redeveloped. So we're literally going to change up everything that we first put down. Like this bit is being redeveloped. A house for Azzy. Let's see. Film actor mansion. Sounds about right, I think. My gosh, I have to put down 10,000 cells for that one. Painter mansion. Rubik apartments. Gatehouse residences. One for Rai, maybe? Colossal Tower. I don't know that there's... okay, when I get the creator packs, we'll have more options, and then we'll look through again, in case any of these don't work out. Okay, so redevelopment zone. Right, so literally everything's being redeveloped in this, in Beechwood West. And this area will be a development zone. I don't really know what's gonna go there, but I'm guessing just generic housing. Okay, and just to bring out for expansion purposes, right, we are going to be building new zones as well, not just like destroying existing stuff. If we notice here, we've got quite a bit of land that is still quite close to the city center. It's connected by regional rail, and it's going to be along the lines of a subway, right? So we will be creating some mixed use areas. So this is going to be one zone, I think. Let's say here. And this one's going to be a mix of healthcare and just the like office park thing with residential things. I realized one flaw with how we developed Red Race Realm is that it's too single use. So if we look at this, right, every single building here is an office. Whereas I think moving forward, I want to build up neighborhoods that have a mix of different buildings. Because if this was real life, if you only have offices like this, at the end of the workday, this area is going to be dead, right? And then same thing here, like everyone who lives here doesn't have a workplace, they have to travel out of their area. So like here, this is all housing, right? So moving forward, all the neighborhoods, I want to do a mix of stuff. So this is going to be, let me actually break it up. Mixed use, healthcare plus business park, if you will. And then I'm leaving enough space over here for, oh, let's say this. Okay. For potential expansion of the university. So we won't, like, it's not a guarantee that we will use it, but I just want to leave reserve space because as a city develops and the density builds, if you don't have spare space now, you can't, like, you have to destroy stuff just to allow for other things, and I don't really want to do that. So we've got University Expansion Reserve over here. And then on this side, next to the rail line, felt like a nice place to have a trendy little artsy neighborhood, if you will. Because it's kind of, there is that sense of it being next to the rail line, so it's kind of, like a cool area. So, this area will become artsy fartsy land. There we go. So there'll be all sorts of like, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but something there will be artsy. Sorry, let's go back to where I live in trees. Do they have any hovels? The more I pay rent, the more living in the trees, so as it looks appealing. Trees are very accommodating. I'm a sugar glider. What's a sugar glider? Because we talked about sugar ants the last time. Art Market Cafe. Yeah, so that sort of vibe. Like artsy areas. I do wish we had mods for this, because then I could do what we did for Montai, but it's okay. We'll test the limits of vanilla when it comes to that. Right? So we have this, Mixed Use Area 1. There's going to be a park here. And I'll show you why I'm planning the park this way. It's mainly to consider that, like, healthcare areas, I want to have spares in case zombies come and stuff. Median Park. Right? And then over here, we'll decide the actual zoning of it eventually, but here we go. This is going to be another business park mixed use area, which is connected to the train station. Mixed use business park. Okay. And if we have ideas of what specific industry should go places, maybe this could be a media park. Okay. Artsy fartsy land near train tracks, so like Kaohsiung. Not quite. I'm thinking more like Brass Bazaar. let's bring back the map. We're going back to showing everyone stuff. I wouldn't say it's the artsiest of places. Let's go. Where is Brass Bazaar? Or even Haji Lane, that sort of thing. It's just like in a space where it's not the most convenient for people to live in, so therefore have other things. Where's Brass Bazaar? Here. Okay, so this is apparently our artsy area. Does it show? I don't actually know what's counted as the artsy area. Also, by the way, that's Mr. Partner, in case anyone's like not sure. He apparently has decided not to use his actual account anymore. You can with the decorations and landscaping. I know, but you know how with the mods, I was able to put those kind of wall art on the buildings? Okay, no, this is not giving a good... I mean, although this does summarize the whole situation of arts in Singapore. It's like, oh, this is supposed to be the artsy area. There we go. Stuff like that. I want to put that on the building, but we can't do it without mods. Where is the artsy area? This is a university, by the way. So that's what I'm thinking for why we're doing it that way. Here is technically supposed to be an artsy area. There's no art anywhere. Well, we've got a bus, which is kind of funny. I mean, okay, art schools exist here, is what I will say. But the area may not look particularly artsy. There we go. Fine art school. Perfect. Okay, but the gist of it is, artsy land. The whole like Kaohsiung tram thing, I feel doesn't work in that area because I want it to be next to the water. So maybe here, when we eventually develop this to be a park, right, which is the plan, there could be trams and stuff that go along it. But this one will be an inland sort of thing. Sugar glider is a gliding mammal. Oh, okay. like a gliding squirrel or something. Okay, but yeah, so two new development areas here and here. If I Okay, wait, let's delete this because now we know that the city center is going to be there. This is one neighborhood that we've already developed. So that's fine. Okay. Would we like to name this neighborhood, by the way? We need punny names. So that's going to be one. A second kind of like residential focused neighborhood will be here. And then this is going to become whatever the equivalent of Orchard Road should be in our city when it comes to names. Feel free to name all of these areas, by the way. Like, I'm just zoning it so that we know. Because in my head, I know what I'm going to do, but I want to make sure that if you're following along with our streams, you know what's planned for the area. Okay, so this is going to become a shopping mall. Which I think the Chinese region pack has. Shopping mall. There we go. This is going to be a shopping boulevard. This is going to be residential focused. And this is also residential focused. It currently does not have a name. Residential focus. Okay. So you've got Rat Race Realm. Oh, I have a pretty ambitious plan for this park thing. I've tested it on my other save. But just as a preview, at the moment, this park is broken up by this giant avenue, which means if you're trying to cross over, you can't. My plan is to do some terraforming so that you can actually walk underneath this road. We'll see if we get to it today. We do seem to have time. We've got like, I'm planning to go for another 2 hours. So we should be okay. Okay, and then this is gonna be a... Actually, I'm gonna adjust the road. I'm planning on increasing it a bit, but this is going to become a key landmark area. Probably a stadium at this rate. Key landmark. Okay. And then the park will keep going, which means over here we will have another zone. I don't know what we're gonna put here yet. But it's probably gonna just be high density stuff. Oh, actually no. Okay. Rat Race Realm could actually continue to a phase 2. So that area could continue to be Rat Race Realm phase 2. Just so that we allow for expansion. There you go, and it's connected to the train station, so that's good. Rat Race... Oh my gosh, I keep doing screenshots on this computer. Rat Race Realm, Phase 2. For even more hyper competition in the city, why not? And then Evergreen Croft will be its own thing. That should be okay for now. We've got... Let me see. This technically will be one whole suburb. I don't know what to do with that one, so I'm going to leave it as a separate thing. Here we go. This shall be something else that I have not decided. So that should actually cover pretty much every zone that we currently have. Like this. Okay. So there we go. That's the plans. The industrial will just stay as an industrial, like, until I have a reason to move it. But that's what we're gonna do for... Actually, wait, should I also mark out... Because I know that this is gonna be a park, but I don't think it's clear if you're not, like, in my head. Which, hopefully, no one else is in my head. Okay, but we will do this. So this will be Major Park. Right, so this park would actually eventually link up to this riverside thing, which I'm gonna mark down as well, just for the benefit of people watching. Riverside Park. What is that, Rissa? Hi, Misty, good morning. Welcome to Much Planning in City Skylines 2. Lots happening today when it comes to urban development in Punderland. If you have neighborhood name suggestions, feel free to let us know. Okay, so the Riverside Park, in theory, is actually going to be the entire thing. It's just that I don't want it to be one neighborhood and then I have to like destroy everything again. So imagine it as a continuous thing, right? So your park would go technically underneath the bridge as well, and it keeps going. Oh gosh, and then there's gonna be this whole site to deal with as well. Okay, this side I'm just gonna it's more rudimentary because I don't know what to do with it yet. But there's gonna be a zone there. There's gonna be a zone here. Let's say I don't know where this is gonna go yet. So let's just leave it as that. Look at how many neighborhoods we need to build. Also, thank you for the shout out, Rai. Please do one for yourself. Actually, no, I just know you're not going to, so here we go. No screaming, unfortunately. There we go, perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a tiny neighborhood, but we're gonna just work with it. Just so that everywhere has a bit of, like, zoning. There we go. So many neighborhoods! It's crazy! Oh my gosh. Okay, so at least we have planned out all of the different areas that we can work on. While I grab a drink as well. So, oh my gosh, the game hasn't been running the entire time. Okay, now it's rush hour. Let's see. How is our network doing now that we've laid everything out? Okay. Oh, actually, also, so this line, let's change the color of the subway line as well. So this is officially going to become the red line. Hooray, we've got new red trains running above ground. It's very bright. Let's make it slightly paler. Okay, it's no paler, but it's fine. We'll work with it. And then... you know what? Just make it red. So red, orange. There you go. Another lesson. It's more of an experiment. I don't really know what we're doing today. It's just that I know that there's a lot of things I do want to try. So, no, we are... As he should be the mayor of Punderland, she's always so quick with them. Wait, what did she say? Rai is adorable. Oh, we need that adorable lane. We can have that somewhere. We need that sort of energy with neighborhood names, everyone. Throw in all of your puns. Okay. SD got her first million, congratulations. Now place down 3 subway stations and watch it all disappear. Okay, our subway's actually getting, like, decent usage now. So we've got, I think, about 100 or so people boarding at this one station. So we're finally justifying its existence. Okay, so all of you can go home on this train. Well done. Thank you for using stuff we built with your money. I can actually turn down the tax now that we've earned enough. Rideorable. My gosh. I need more million. I need my first billion. I have hit 1 billion on my other city. The first ever city I built. I think the first time we did a City Skylines 2 stream, it was that city. I did manage to hit 1 billion with that one. It took me 13 months. Okay, is everyone alighting here? Oh wow. All 100 people alighted at this station. red are faster. Yeah, red gets more, like, it stimulates appetite, it gets more people excited, gets people more energetic, it brings all the good vibes. So, red's good. How about orange? Orange is not doing great, there's no one taking it. Okay, but it's fine. Orange is a long-term line, because right now there's not much use for it. But as we, like, build towards the key landmark and the second city, which actually, okay, since we are on the subject of marking stuff out, right, just so that we know roughly, it's temporary borders, because I don't know where exactly we're going to build up to. Second city. So that area is going to be the second city. And I do want to adjust the bridge a bit, because it's a bit too close to the edge of this place, I feel. I want it to go out a bit more. So, what road did I use? I can't remember. Also, the more I look at my roads, right, given that we're going to keep developing our public transport network, I kind of want to reduce the capacity of some of our roads. I feel like right now, our city is a bit too, like, it's a bit too car-centric for my liking. I kind of want to change that. So we might try and reduce some of our roads. The key roads will have to stay, obviously, like this bridge. I expect a lot of people to use it. So we'll have to live with that being high capacity. But other roads... There we go. Much better. Other roads like... Where is it? Like this one. I know we had issues when we first had people moving in, but I don't feel like it needs to be this high density anymore. So... I'm gonna reduce this to the 4-lane divided road. Like this. Oh, sorry, officers are going. Okay, and then at most, I will do a... Oh, I hate when it does this. Just the actual junction will have the extra lane. So that for turning, you still have the extra option of using that. There we go. Okay, you can redevelop. Don't complain, it's fine. And then... Oops. Everyone's just abandoning their buildings. Just have more resilience, people. Almost got a great town for big town. Where is that? Great town. Ooh, okay, quite far along. You're almost ready to build tall buildings as well. Okay, so that reduces it. I feel like this road, although this road connects here, I would like to reduce the roads here. Look at this, the 4-lane road, that needs to... I know we changed this last time, but I'm just like, I can't allow it to be that high density. We need to reduce it, I'm sorry. We're bringing it back down, everyone. This one. And then I will just allow for that front bit. Sorry, lots of redeveloping that's gonna happen here. Redevelop this to have a turning lane. There we go. So that should hopefully help. This one concerns me because it's also a very high like capacity thing. But if we see here, there is an issue with cars piling up. So we shall observe and see. Because my main takeaway from everything is that we're not getting full-on traffic jams. So I don't want too much high-capacity stuff. Like, I kind of want to pivot towards... And actually, this is why I want to redevelop a lot of our zones. I want to pivot more towards pedestrian neighborhoods. Actually, wait, as he said it earlier, that 5-minute thing. 15-minute? 5-minute? 5-minute zones. Yeah, I sort of want to go towards that direction now that we've set up our public transport and everything. Is, as far as possible, I want to make walkable neighborhoods. Unfortunately, we don't have bicycles in this game yet. So, Ideally, that would have been part of the development plans, but it's okay, we will live with it. Okay, so that's all settled. I'm gonna leave the rest of the city to run for the moment. And let's start working on this first new generation, if you will, mixed use zone. Okay, so first of all, I do need to move this rail yard because it's sort of in the way. So I'm gonna do, just for now, we will place it here. This road can go up to here. Okay, just so that you have a connection. And then subway train. Ooh, I don't know that. Okay, wait, this was a bad idea. It's facing the wrong way. Goes this way. Oh no, there's an electricity line as well. That was a bad idea. Wait, stop. Let's try that again. Here, okay. Here we go. And then the rail line can be connected to the building at least, so that you can go like this and like this. That should be enough for you to work, right? Yep, okay. So that's the area cleared for development. Thank you to the agencies who handled that. And then over here, also update from the last stream. So you know how I was saying the whole like nose itchy situation? I decided to vacuum my mic. Or at least the pop filter of it. And so far, an hour and a half in, we're fine. So it could have been dust actually, as opposed to my disintegrating mouse. Okay, and then we'll go here. Oh. Two. Okay. Next generation zone, zoomy zone, uncaptain style. Wait, what's this? What's the context of this? Okay. Ooh, should I? I might have to redo the rail a bit. Cause it's, ooh. Okay, I'm pausing this. Where does it start going up? Here? Here. Subway train. Okay, so we're doing that sunken in thing. We'll keep it going all the way to just past this bridge, because I don't really want the road itself to actually be elevated. It's just that that's where we ended up. Oh, that's there. I hope that's smooth. I can't tell. It should be smooth enough. The Startster Zone. This could be a mixed-use hub for the internationally renowned vacuum cleaner company that exists in Punderland. Maybe. Could be called Live Daughters. I really hope someone understands that reference. I don't think it's gonna be something that most people will be like, oh yes, I get it. I will explain it if necessary. But it makes sense for Punderland. Okay, so that will be the rail line for now. And that way we can actually build without going across the bridge. Although, okay. Maybe a bit of an elevation's fine, because we can have it so that give me a moment. Hello, Karina. Welcome in. Welcome to me trying to build roads. Trying to do it so that there is enough clearance for pedestrians to still go underneath the road. There we go. See, like this. Although... Okay, we'll work with it. It's fine. Okay, so the reference is that, in the real world, the well-known vacuum cleaner company is called Dyson. And so I was like, oh, so we'll have the opposite of that, which will be Live Daughters. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, oh, the university expansion's there. Okay, no. So it has to go, inwards, actually. Whoops. So this needs to go... There you go. Oh, I don't think we have one for... Do we? I know we have one for Kanashi. I don't know if I ever set one up for Karina. I don't think we have yet. I should probably do that. But that one will probably be a non-channel related one. Just more like, oh, it's an old school viewer of our streams. Live Daughters Dustarters? Duster? What is that word? Dustusters? What is Dustarters? Okay. There we go. So we've got mixed... Oh, do I want a road... Actually, wait, let me think about it. Do I want a road cutting through like that? I actually don't. Do I? Because again, we're trying to aim for... like... pedestrianized zone. So maybe not. Okay, what I will do... is... we'll have this, right? And then I will change it to a single road. Like this. And we will have a bus priority corridor that connects the two. Okay, so because either way, you do need to have an access point for both sides, right? So it's not like I can get rid of roads entirely. But what I can do is... have it so that if you're taking a private vehicle, you have to access it from either this side or this side. You can't just drive through. But if you have a bus, like if you're a bus, you can actually go and like use it. Okay, and then we'll have the thing that Granny likes so much, which is a roundabout. Medium, the mosaic one. Mosaic? One of it was a mosaic. We saw it earlier. I was trying to use it. Diagonally striped? Large roundabout with I can't find it. Asymmetric center. Oh, we'll just use that. It's fine. Okay. We can have mayors of specific regions, by the way. Like, we have 3 cities. We'll have different towns. If you'd like to stand for mayorship, feel free to. Okay, so that is step 1 of our mixed use area. Let me actually connect this road up to finish up what we were doing. Okay, how has your week been, Karina? And actually, for everyone who is here, how has your week been so far? I've not been very productive, I'll be honest. I feel like I'm coming down from, like, focusing so much on setting up for a market that now I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I have things that I need to do. It's just that I can't bring myself to do them at the moment. So, as my neighbor at the studio has now said, it is part of the creative process. It's called procrastination. And apparently I'm supposed to embrace it, as opposed to panic that I'm not doing things. So I will try. The flat ones. There's one specifically called mosaics, right? Or maybe it was in the description that it says it. Decorative trees and... Fairy... No, there is one. It's blue. There we go, this one. Ta-da! Oh, I don't really like it actually, but it's okay, we'll work with it. Thank you, Azzy. Okay, lovely. So... There. So that's our connection. Oh, I do need to unlock stuff, right? Let's unlock all of our healthcare related things. So development. Because I want to place down... So we've got Disease Control Center, which I'm going to unlock. We're going to get the Health Research Institute, which we're going to unlock as well. Because this area is going to become full-on healthcare. I just need to place down the buildings to, like, have a sense. Oh, it's so expensive. 2 million. 1 million. Terrible. Okay. So... I'm going to... Like, I'm placing the buildings down and I'm switching them off right away. Because they're just going to be for layout purposes. Oh, game auto-saving. Good idea. Let's save. Okay. You seriously wish you could play games like this? It looks very cool. You've also not been very productive. Your parents got home for vacation Saturday, so you're back in your apartment. Oh, okay. Just trying to get back to normal again, your normal unemployed life, in a building with a gazillion sounds. Oh my gosh. I had to... Like, I spent my evening yesterday trying to soundproof my windows and doors. Because I have a very lovely neighbor who has a dog that just constantly barks. And it barks at the exact same time every morning, and it ruins my sleep every morning. So I was hoping that at least by soundproofing my windows with some foam, it would help. I don't know if it's going to, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, small roads. And then I'm gonna do pedestrian street to like divide it. So here's my thinking, right, for how I'm planning out this healthcare area, is that, like, what bugs me about the hospital in Singapore, we talked about this before in the previous stream, like what bugs me is that they've put a hospital at like a major transport node in Singapore, and in order to go through the like neighborhood, you actually have to walk through a hospital. And I'm just thinking, what if a zombie apocalypse happens? You're forcing people to just go and die. So, for our city, we're gonna have our disease control center on one side of the district. So the train station will be still here, right? But you don't have to walk through it to get to anywhere. Like, the main thing will be this side. So the disease control center will be here. And then, the median park is meant to be like an extension of its land. So during a major situation, they can use that land to like further isolate things, is my thinking. So let's hope this works. When it comes to a zombie apocalypse. SimCity actually, SimCity had like zombies for whatever. It wasn't the scary kind, but it was an actual simulation of like, oh no, your city has an apocalypse, deal with it. So that was kind of funny. Okay, actually, given that, right, there should be a, let me... I'm going to like raise the road so that... How does this work? Actually, you know what? Okay, it's fine. I was gonna do like a raised road so that if there was an apocalypse, zombies don't just run on the road. But we're just gonna say that this road is somehow designed to accommodate for zombies led astray. You threw your smoke bomb to catch a bug and Palia. Should I ever do a Palia stream? Like, I don't know what I would do with it, but I've not actually done any of the stories. All I've done is build my plot. I've never done any of the stories. I've not, like, actually explored any of how the whole, like, town comes about. The thing is, like, should I even do that for a stream, or should that just be something that I do on my own? That's the other question. Okay, but yes, so we've got a disease control center on that side, and then that's kind of its own self-contained thing, right? So if you need to isolate the zone, this whole area is one zone. In front of it, we're going to have the modern hospital here. Okay, don't snap. That faces here. Okay, I'll have to find a way to actually connect everything together. Is my issue with vanilla hospital, vanilla like gameplay. Right, we're increasing the height of it, the extension tower, and we're gonna place a medical center like this. Maybe 2 of it. Just so it looks like there are other buildings happening in the area. And then, let me place down the research institute, which will be here. Okay, so it takes up all of that space. And, okay, actually that's too... I think it's a bit too spread out. Like this. Okay, so this is its own plaza. I will also move you a bit here. Okay, so... central kind of like courtyard area for the hospital. Okay, we were close. And then behind the Research Health Institute, we can have a little park that goes... That's the idea of it anyway. And that will be like the entirety of the healthcare area. So then in the middle, I realized that Vanilla City Skylines has the surfaces tool as well. So let me bring this. And then let me mark it. I don't know how to use it, actually. Let's see. I'm gonna do... let's say like this. Oh, actually, in that case, I kind of want to remove the road now. It's kind of in the way. Okay, so let's say that area is like pedestrianized. And then you can imagine a train station somewhere in here. And over here is the business park. Except, I don't like that this is... like a road that you have to cross first thing when you get to the business park. So, let me adjust this. So, goodbye to this bus priority area. Okay. This is all draft today. Like, we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna explore. This looks nice. That's good. Let's hope it stays nice. Let's hope it stays nice. Okay, pedestrian street. A small street where only foot traffic is allowed, so it's the same thing, right? Yes, okay. The thing that confuses me, and Granny had this situation on her stream that day, is that the pedestrian streets, annoyingly, are one-way roads, even the large one. And so there's this whole situation where you have to actually connect it both ways for it to work properly, and I just don't understand why it needs to be like that. Is that correct? Okay, that's actually too far away, so I'm gonna bring it in to... oh my gosh, I can't even remember how many that was. 7? Like this? Okay. And then... let me leave that for now. I will connect you just so that I have... like, a way for people to start using this thing for now. Okay. And then urban promenades, high density offices. Okay. Let's see how this can work. That's a two-way. See, that's the thing, is that this thing, in theory, let me see. Oh, then which one was Granny using? I thought she was using this one and then it became like a not two-way thing. Okay, well, I mean, if this one works, then I'm using it. There we go. Okay, problem solved. Everything's fine. Okay. Mixed housing, mixed housing. Okay. Let's try it. If it works, it works. This is where I do need the creator packs though, because I don't really want housing, like, to represent these things, but it'll work for now. Okay, develop please. I need a sense of how this is gonna look. Okay. And then we'll have this as a loop. Oh no, it's doing that thing where it like breaks everything up. Don't zone. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh, yes, we got right up to the rail line as well. So this is good. So we can actually develop as much as we would like. So, I won't use the entire thing, but at least we can line it up like that. And yes, I'm doing it this way because I want it to go this way. Okay, I don't want super tall office buildings in this area, but I do want office buildings. So I'm gonna do this sort of situation. Smaller plots first, maybe one bigger one. Oh yeah, that one's tall. We'll see how tall that is. I don't really want it to be that tall. Okay. And then two here. It's so hard to build symmetrically. There. Okay, so we've got like the mixed use stuff. No, don't do that. I don't want it to change. Why did it change? Okay, it's fine. We'll work with it. I don't know why you're doing this. But we will embrace it. Okay. 4. There. So, previously, when I did the pedestrian zone in this city, right? I didn't like it because it was so narrow, as you can see. Because I just did it directly on one pedestrian street. The vibes are just not right, I feel. So, that's why for this new generation mixed-use zone, I'm doing this giant plaza thing. Think of it as like a central atrium for the business park, where people can just hang out and do stuff. And hopefully... I'm just thinking as well. Oh, that's tall. Kind of don't really want it to be that tall, but we will accept it for now. And then just bring in small buildings. Here we go. Okay, they won't be exactly symmetrical, but you get it, the idea's there. Oh, and I think now that we've done this, we can actually put the large city plazas? Oh, that's still too... Whoa, that's huge. Funtime Complex, multi-purpose park. Still doesn't fit. Really? That's already such a big space. Okay, the large city park might... Oh, it's just too small. That is horrible. That it needs that much space. Even this one doesn't fit. Oh my gosh, what? I don't accept this. I do not like this. Okay. Sorry. Everything needs 2. I think it's also just that, like, it was the one-way situation. So, it's fine, we'll work with the one-ways. Because the one-way affects vehicles, it doesn't affect pedestrians. So, if I do that... Large plaza, multipurpose. Okay, now I can fit the multipurpose park here. There. Oh, wait, but my surfaces are in the way. You have to place them then to the buildings? Next to the buildings? Do you mean? Okay. There we go. So if this can just very politely connect like this, and then we'll have a giant plaza in the middle. That's good. That's good. Okay, and then connect this thing here. Nice. There we go. Okay. Park in the middle, connected to our atrium situation. There we go. So that fixes things, and then I hope this actually, like, I need to think of a way. Okay, actually, no. I have a solution to the, like, how will I fix the one-way thing. Can I draw on the surface? I can. Okay. So if the pedestrian street goes like this, up to a central point, and then same thing for this side. There we go. So that's like a giant plaza thing. Then this pedestrian street can connect here. Uh-oh, it's not gonna let me do it 90 degrees, I think. That doesn't look 90 degrees, but it says it is, so I'm gonna go with it. Okay. So this is an interesting design so far. I don't know what's gonna happen with the trees and stuff, but we're gonna work with it. Modern metro. Oh, I can use the modern metro station. Okay, what was our plan for the line? Let's look at this. So, this area is supposed to be both the regional rail and the yellow. Okay, so I only need one subway station, which will be the modern metro. And oh, I don't think that's gonna work. Technically, a train line could stop here, but it's currently underground. So, is there an underground train station? I don't think there is. Local train station, Mediterranean train station, medium train station, local train station. Central, okay, that's too big. What did I use for that other one? What's this? Modern train station entrance. Oh. Underground subway interface. Oh, I don't even need to, like, create my own. Platform roof. Extra platforms. Oh, interesting. I mean, I wouldn't say that's the most modern looking thing. Like, it's not the most attractive, but we'll work with it. You're gonna find a little to eat. Be right back. No worries, Karina. Have a good, whatever, lunch? Technically? Lunch tea. Tea tunch. Have a good tunch. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like, change the gradient from... Okay, we'll work with it. Oh, that deletes like so much of it. Oh no, it's not even gonna let me do the... Okay, it does. There we go. So, if I do this... Then bring it up. Oh no, it's not 90 degrees. Bring it up here. Hopefully. It will work. Local train station, central train station. See, this is where, if I had my created pack, I have a nice option that I would use, but I don't have it installed. So, maybe this train station will be changed once I have access to it. On a future stream. I can't tell if it's 90 degrees. Cannot tell. Oh my gosh. I need one of those mice that can change sensitivity for moments like this, because I cannot adjust it. Okay, that's 180 apparently. I do not trust it. It does not look like it. Okay, there we go. So, that's the train station. And we'll have it go this way. Oh, and it needs to be nearer. What fun. Okay. I will work with that. It's not like completely straight, I guess. But it works. And then the two-way pedestrian can go back to where it was. There we go. So that's the train interface. I can connect you up. I'm just wondering whether to connect the subway directly to the rail or do it separately. Because the problem with vanilla City Skylines is that you can't orientate the subway relative to the actual buildings. So if I were to bring in the subway to this track, it will go this way. You can see like parallel to the rail, right? But according to our map, where is it? Where's our map? Oh, did I close my map? No! I just closed it, we don't have it anymore. Okay, but the idea is the subway's supposed to go this way, in theory. So I'm thinking not to add the subway to the thing directly. So that I can actually choose the direction of it. Okay, but for now, we're gonna connect this up. So, what's this area called again? Were we actually gonna go with the Living Daughters? Live Daughters. Live Daughters Business Park. In honor of the Dysons. Live Daughters Park. There we go. And then one of it needs to be a fancy office somewhere. Okay, and then... wonder how this is gonna work when it comes to the surfacing and stuff, because I can't like detail on top of the surfacing, I think, because it won't let me. So I might have to just depend on paths and stuff. And then... oh, we can fit a park, I think, now in this area. Large plaza. Community city... what's this? Community City Park. It does fit there, actually. Wait, if I get rid of my paths here, can I finally place down one of these things? Community City Park. Will you work? Ooh. Interesting. Very fancy, actually. We'll work with it. Sure, we'll work with it, why not? There we go, it's a giant, like, park thing. I think I'll have to place trees around it to look more convincing, because right now, this thing just goes off all sorts of weird angles. Oh my gosh, wait, no, and I need to fit the subway station somewhere. The modern metro station. Oh no! It might have to be asymmetrical. Hold up. Can I? Maybe if it goes this way. Because the park is less important when it comes to how to actually connect it. I can just put another road there. If I place you there, and then I put an actual road thing here. There we go, so that connects it. Right? Then, the subway can go here. Oh no! No, there's not enough space! Hold up. Move. Okay, step 1, place down the subway. Then panic. Modern subway station. Okay. Road required. Oh my gosh. Maybe some paving. Okay, we'll get to the paving once I have actually laid out where things go. Okay, modern metro station, what are the upgrades? We can put extra platforms and the entrance roof. There we go. That looks nice and modern. Oh, and in the future, we can actually add a platform. So we've got, like, the ability to expand this to be a 3 subway line interchange, technically. Okay, and then move you. Oh. Okay, the angle of this line needs to be adjusted. So, if we're learning anything from this, it's place down the stuff you need to first, and then place your roads. Otherwise, you will end up like what I'm doing, which is just constantly placing down stuff and then having to remove it again. Okay, we have that, and then I'm gonna put this, and that should solve it. There we go. We've got our mixed use area. Okay. Then, you know what, actually. Oh, but there's no zoning on these roads, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping we can put some office buildings that face this side, which would be quite cool. At the moment, everything is facing, like, inwards, which is nice in itself. But, yeah. Placing stuff in roads, yes. Learn from my mistakes. Okay, we're saving that. And then... So that creates... Oh my gosh, wait, no, Wrong. Because I said the whole reason why we're adding our standalone station is so that it's oriented this way. And then I just go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, it should be facing that way. So then... then we do actually have space to put the park. Okay, hold up. We can fix it all. Everything's fine. Like this. And then... like this. Is that actually in the middle? I do not trust it. It doesn't look like it, but it says it is. Also, I'm hungry. Like, I had a bacon sandwich for supper the other day. And yesterday, when I went to sleep, I was actually still hungry. But I was like, I can't do it 2 days in a row. That doesn't feel like very healthy. And then today, we don't have bread. So I can't do it for a 3rd day in a row. Yeah, so it's sad times here. Okay. That's the... The angles are not right. The angles are not right. This is not steep enough. Okay. Did you have dinner tonight? Not yet, actually. Because I started at 6 my time, which was a bit too early to have dinner. So it will be an after stream sort of situation. But I did have, like, biscuits and Milo before, like, during tea time. Okay, that looks about right. Save that again. Do we send you a pizza? That would be lovely. But no, it's too expensive here to do that, I feel. Okay. And so that's the plaza. Let me connect up the subway before we do it. So, this yellow line, right? It's gonna be just 2 stations for now, I feel. Just so that people can come in this direction. But we're going to interchange with Rat Race Realm, which can also do with this modern station thing, I feel. I don't know where you're gonna go. Maybe here? You do technically fit, but... Okay. It's very inconvenient, because, like, you have to... Oh, wait, no, there is a crossing there. Okay, no. Sorry, everyone who was depending on these paths. Let me put it back. Ta-da! There we go. Then, if I put the... Where is it? Where can the station fit? It will have to be here, I think. Oh, actually, no, it might have to be here. Or here. And then we have to lose one of the office buildings. Sorry, everyone. Redevelopment is necessary for the greater society. Rather than your capitalistic goals. There we go. Rebuild. There. Okay, and then same thing. We're just going to add the entrance roof. And that's The oh, okay. Wasn't as parallel as I thought it was gonna be. Perpendicular, parallel, numbers and history. That's the subject I think that applies when it comes to angles. Okay, and then here. Ta-da! So we've got our yellow line that if I now just temporarily connect to the temporary depot, everything is temporary in this city. And then we're gonna start here, go here, and then come back. So a very short line, but it will set us up for future expansion. Subway line 3, you are yellow in color. You'll have 2 stops, and you will have just 1 vehicle. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so now we have an official connection from... Let's actually redesignate this as well. So is the reason why Live Daughters, like, have decided to set up a mixed-use area that includes a healthcare thing because they acknowledge that dust is just, like, not good for health? Live Daughters Business Park. There we go. And... debris, commercial props, industrial props. I don't think we have sculptures, do we? Oh, there's all of these things which I'm honestly very lazy to work with today. So we will just embrace it. So like, oh, let me, oh, I can cover it. Okay, wait. That solves something. Because, they couldn't send a disaster? Is that what Ezzy has been trying to say the entire time? Just that I didn't notice. Okay. Trees. Let's just do trees. I actually can't do it to the extent of Granny. So my trees are going to be simpler. So like that. That took me way too long to understand, so thank you for actually getting me to realize it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 4, okay. And then we go in with the flower bush. People are using the subway, I'm happy. It works. There's actually a lot of people here, I'm surprised. Because remember how earlier with the other subway, it was not like people weren't doing anything? Okay, we'll have some wildflower bushes just to make things look kind of organic-y as well. Look at all the people. I think because some of these are actual residential buildings as well. So, like, there are actually people living here. Okay, and then I'll just, like, do this. Connecting up the pedestrian area. I hope they actually go into the park that way. They do. Lovely. Okay, what's happening here? Why are you turning the bridge? Although, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that. Then, we will... I'm just happy to see life in this city, actually. In a new area, no less. Okay, but yeah, so this can be just a general walk towards the subway. In real life, obviously, you have different exits, so people can exit directly in the buildings if they want to. But if they want the trees and like to be in nature, these are all huge. At least they have this kind of walk that they can do. There you go. Maybe some taller. Yeah, I say taller, it's not actually taller at all. Just a variety of greenery. We can use the stones. Oh, that's huge. Okay, maybe we won't use the stones. Oh, and you can't overlap them. That's not fun. Standing stone? Oh no, wait. We have to delete what I just realized what I did. It's fine. Welcome back, Azzy. You did not see what we just did. Oh, bunch of Stonehead. This could be the Live Daughters, the founder of the Live Daughters. Oh, very angry, I will say. Where can I put it? An angry, like, person here. Just, why not? And then you can sit next to it. Just to reflect on life. Oh, we can have bins. This suddenly makes me think of when The Sims 4 had that expansion pack called Bust the Dust. And it was so broken. Okay. I like this. This is our first, like, proper, you know, area that's not just, like, roads and stuff. Like, straight away, the whole vibe of the space feels different. Which is nice. Very spacious. Almost too spacious, if you will. But it's okay. I much rather too much space and then we can build into it rather than... No, please let me place the trees. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'd much rather spacious and then we can at least like add on to it than too small. And then you can't expand. Oh my gosh. Hold up. This park needs to be adjusted a bit. Oh, can I not move a park? I can. Okay. Just panicking. Because why not? Hold up. Let me... I can't place the trees. Again, it's the whole case of... Like, I can't do what I need to do because of the building. Oh my gosh. Please let me place down trees. Like, there is no reason why this needs to overlap with anything. Okay, maybe it's the young ones. No, I can't. Okay. Why? This is why vanilla's annoying. Can I place trees directly on the... No. Okay, it's fine. No trees. We'll do bushes. Bushes will be accepted. Wild green bush. Wildflower bush. Let's go with that. There. Turns out this green area won't be that green. Thanks to bureaucracy. See? Look at it ruining lives yet again. Okay, if I place down 1 or 2, maybe there is a chance I can fit them in. If I delete this and then place you. So that one doesn't fit. The smaller one doesn't fit. This one fits, so I'm going to place you. There. And then 3. Okay, placing them down manually seems to work. So we'll go with that. Also, there happens to be cars in our car-free district, which is fun. Thanks, game, as usual. Okay. Oh, actually, this thing can continue because it has an existing path. We can have it continue and like create our own little custom area. There we go. Okay, I don't know what I just did there, but it works for now. And then this part can be greener, because then I can actually place things down freely. Actually do what I want here. Okay, just keeping in mind that I don't want to block the actual view of this space. So I'll put it all at the side for the tall ones. And then I'll switch over to the younger ones. Place these down. Okay. And just like bushes everywhere. I'm sure that's how parks are designed. They'll just be like, oh yeah, empty space, just spam it with bushes. That's how it works. Okay. Isn't it still brokenish? I think it is. I mean, the entirety of Sims is broken. Also, sorry, I was just like so focused on the trees that I didn't read. But yeah, no, like, the entirety of Sims is just broken. Everything about it. It's a lost cause. I saw Paralives post something recently being like, oh, early access coming December. I'm just looking forward to trying it. Paralives has been such a long time coming. And I've actually quite enjoyed the fact that they showed the entire process of their game being developed. There were a lot of naysayers at the start, but hats off to them for actually following through and like creating something that is like going to be shipping. It has taken very long, but they've done it. Almost. Okay, so just putting in greenery already helps. If I actually was bothered to, I would put, like, there's more things that you could do with this area. But the decorating and stuff is not my strongest suit, so I will just place whatever happens to be there when my mouse clicks and we'll live with it. Okay. There we go. Nice. Now, for Liv Daughter's Business Park, what I'm going to do is a combustion engine ban. We're gonna have a gated community. This one actually stops people who don't live here from, like, driving in, which I feel is necessary. We'll have heavy traffic ban. Yes. And then we'll have... recycling's fine. But because of that, what I will do is we need to have a car park somewhere to, like, just allow for this to even function as a thing. So maybe if I do I will allow one road here. It will be a cul-de-sac or a roundabout actually. So there we go. And on this side, it will house the car park. There we go. So everyone can just park here. The parking fee will be like $35. Just cause you have the option to take the subway, you shall not use that as an excuse. Okay. A star fort? Oh my gosh. The star fort might be the second city, maybe. Paralives actually looks interesting and probably a lot less buggy at early access than any Sims game at full release. Oh dear. I mean, I get why. I understand that Sims is a complicated game when you have 40 different DLCs, but that's exactly what they told us in 2014 that The Sims 4 would avoid when they released it with that little features, because they said apparently the foundations of it would be strong. Apparently strong is a relative word. So Yes. Hooray for that, I guess. Okay, more trees, please. So this, like, the edges of the business zone, if you will be a park. So it actually makes sense that we're putting so much greenery amongst the buildings, because then you can walk through it as though it's a park. Which you would hope so, given that it's supposed to be a park. Oh, and we could even do fancy park-like things, like place a skate park. The skate park's too big. Look at that. Recreation. What a concept. Okay, wow, we've gone for 2.5 hours already. Clearly, like, when I start playing this game, this is how it feels like. Time just flies by. Okay, is anyone else playing stuff? So, Azzy, I think you're still playing your City Skylines? Anyone else doing anything today? Granny's having dinner, so, so she's not here. Okay. Cool, so our vehicle usage has gone down. I've not paid attention to how the, like, the subway and the trains are doing. The train's out of service. Let's switch it on. Oops. This subway line has, okay, 10 people for, like, a single stop line. If you could move off again. Rat Race Realm. Let's name this one. Rat Race Realm. And this site is the Live Daughters Business Park. Okay, let's just observe. You're basically letting it run for the money. Good. Good call. You're actually reading because one of your eyes really hurts and holding the book low helps it focus and not be too sore. Is it like a itchy sort of thing or used it too much sort of thing? 3.5 million, lovely. See, so we haven't actually had to use too much of our, oh, why did I place another, hold on, let's delete that. We haven't had to use too much of our savings, thankfully, for this, like, development so far. So we're down to 22, I think we were at like 24, 25. So a buffer is good to have. That building's too tall, I feel, like it doesn't fit. Like, this one might have to be reduced. But we'll leave it to observe. 17. Okay, given that it's not even rush hour, I'm... Oh, okay, that's 4. Once the train line runs, then I'm curious whether this one... Okay, where is it? So this is train line 3. Let's see. We're heading to Live Daughters Park. Let's see. So the passenger trains, like these trains, to me will be the express services. So unlike the subway lines where it will stop like more often, this one is supposed to be like fewer stops in the long run. It's just that for the area near the city center, you do need to have more stops. But in the long run, because we have space, we could do an express service as well, where it doesn't stop everywhere. Neither of those, you don't really know how to describe it. It's like swollen without being swollen. Would you like to visit the Disease Control Center here at Live Daughters Business Park? Maybe they can diagnose your issue. Oh, we had 0 passengers boarding. Rubbing gold on the sty makes it go away. What? I've never heard of that, but interesting. Okay, our poor... I need to switch this off. Our poor hospital is struggling without any road connections. We need to actually connect it. Okay. Anyone taking the train here? I don't think so. Do we have passengers? No one's taking the train. What fun. Okay, so our train might be our newest white elephant here. But our bus services are doing okay actually. They're like well balanced. So there's enough demand, but the buses aren't like full. Although this is not rush hour, so maybe that should be a concern. 29, 20. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with where things are when it comes to the development of the public transport things. I would like to connect our hospital so that it functions for now. We can always redesign the actual layout, but I just want it to work. Rather than it being all like, oh help, I can't do this. No, I don't want the cars there. Oh, okay. So you just have an alley over here, I guess? No, I can't even put an alley like this. Do you work? There. So an internal road, that actually makes sense. So it's like within the hospital you have a road. It's not straight. Let's try again. An internal road. Let's actually like maybe try it this way. Oh my gosh, it's just this, it's this building that's not letting it go. Okay. La la la. You need to go to the right, doctor. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. Small. Oh, it says small, but that's not. Okay, so we have that, and then we've got the one lane road. Right? My gosh, it goes all the way there. Like this. Sorry, I'm just like paying attention, trying to... Okay, there we go. And then this can go back to being one lane. There. All of this also needs to be covered up. Okay. Now, where should the hospital have its entrance from? Probably here? I might have the... Ooh, I don't know where this is gonna start from. Might have a case of a very weird entrance that starts from here. And then goes slightly over the trains. And then turns here. No, this is so weird. Hold up. Should have thought this through. Okay, because the disease control center in itself will have its own entrance, right? So, this one makes sense because you can just have it here. Just a 4-lane divided road. But I wouldn't want it to be the only way to access the hospital area, because what if you need to isolate it when zombies fly, you know? One day they will fly. No one's explored that concept, but it is a possibility that one day they will fly. And so when it happens, we need to be prepared in this city. Unlike every other city who claims that it will never happen. Okay. So that will be isolation zone. Not flying zombies. They're coming. Just you wait. Actually, no, I do not want zombies to ever happen. Thank you very much. If you are going to happen, wait till I die. Like everyone in chat isn't here as well. Then you can do it. Have fun to all of our offspring. But not for me, it's fine. Okay, and then we'll do like a big roundabout with 3. Okay. I apologize to whoever actually needs to use this hospital where your roads are super curvy. It will blame a lack of space. Although I lied, there's actually tons of space. So maybe we'll move in the hospital a bit. Oh, these things. Okay, break this off first. There. And then you'll have a small pedestrian street that goes this way, maybe? Because it can connect at least on one side. Lovely. And then the other side can go this way. And it will solve the problem? Fingers crossed? There we go. Nice. Fixed it. Okay. When zombies fly, a book I didn't know I needed. If zombies ever happen, I swear I'll take yourself out of the picture immediately. Yeah, no, it's... I wouldn't be involved in the 9-season long show that tells people about what happens after that. It was a good life without needing to survive that, so I will... Yeah. It will end there, let's say. I don't actually usually do well with zombies anyway. It's just the only zombie related thing... Okay, wait, no, there's 2. One of it was Train to Busan, which as a film was very well done. It's just, but it's very like jump scary. And the other one's The Walking Dead, but the video game only. Those are the 2 like zombie related things that I've ever watched. And generally speaking, we will not watch it. Other than for those, like, reasons. Or, like, for those instances. Those reasons? Okay, there we go. Hopefully, this doesn't cause congestion. It's a very short, like, turn in. So, fingers crossed it works. Fine. Okay, and then if you really need it, there is a second entrance to the disease control center. There. Okay, now you can switch on. You should start working. Lovely. The hospital can switch on, and that will start working. What's this? Low supplies. Ooh, that's not good. How do I fix that? Low supplies. Storage. Do I, like, have to... I have pharmaceuticals in this city, right? I've seen that. Let's see. Services production. Material goods. We have... Okay, chemicals we don't have. We have a surplus of pharmaceuticals and... I think that's the only thing a hospital needs. How do I know what it needs? Tell me how I fix this game. Don't just say it. Okay, you'll probably solve yourself, so I will leave you to it. Have fun. But yeah, so... If I... You can only handle Minecraft zombies, but only because it's Minecraft. Oh, when I first played Minecraft, it was not, like, I was scared of that too. If zombies... Oh wait, no, we've read that one. The roads by all our hospitals are super curvy, don't apologize. Oh my gosh, we have a hospital that's on a, like, little hill. In fact, not just one, two. Two hospitals on a hill. I'm just like... It's not a great time. Even getting to the train station from a building is just you go down slopes and all of those. It's terrible. Like, it was back in the day when historically, like, hills are... I don't know, there was a reason for it, and even our university is on a hill. Like, we've got one in the middle of nowhere and one on a hill. What fun. Okay, I'll the service switch that on and that should be fine. Okay, so that should be the hospital area, generally speaking, connected. At least it functions. I don't know what this low supplies thing is about. So we'll have to... Good luck to the patients. Because I don't know how to fix you. Parking might be a good idea here. Oh, can I fit, like, anything parking related? Did not leave enough space. Okay. If I just remove one of you. Ooh. Don't crash now, game. We've just done, like, major building. Really? Okay, wait. Save. On that subject, save. Can you Google it? Oh my gosh. Just reminds me of, Hold on, let's switch this off first. Reminds me of that little incident that happened on my stream that day. What was it? City Skylines 2 hospital supplies low. No medical supplies. How do I fix it? It's a glitch apparently. Okay, we'll see if the hospital survives. If it doesn't, it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? People die? Not too... Like, it could be worse. They could be living horrible lives in our city. Okay. Now, unfortunately, one of the facilities had to make way for a car park again. As ever, when it comes to things like this, cars just ruin everything. And then we'll have a cul-de-sac like this. This will be 25, which I think is fine. Then this could be like the VIP lots. Although the VIP lots would be much nearer to the hospital, I feel. So these could be for the doctors. And the doctors. And... Oh, just barely enough space. If I move you a bit. Please don't destroy anything. Just trying to move you a bit. See, now that you've mentioned pizza, who said it? Who said it? Because now I feel like ordering pizza. Even though there is dinner. I'm just like... tempting. 20... The patients... No, the patients will come in by ambulance. It's fine. They won't need anything. They'll be cared for. It's just a convenient excuse to charge them extra, you know? Oh, I was thinking about how, right, you had to call an ambulance the other day and then you were like... It, what, took 4 hours? Just like... How can it be that long? Oh, that's a really ugly... That is not the most... Not the best, design. Tiny city park. Oh, it's fine. We'll just live with it for now. Patients need to park because sometimes they drive themselves to the hospital like your dad. Okay, fair. But, we have public... Okay, the public transport is quite far away. We'll pretend. We'll say that there's the underground car park somewhere in this facility. And they will provide rebates for visitors like yourself. That works? Kind of. Was it canopy? Okay, it was this one. Because this one, I can at least connect it to a road on the side like this. I acknowledge I'm just putting things down willy-nilly at the moment. It's just to make it look filled. Design-wise, we can always go back in and, like, adjust it. It's fine. Okay, that's not terrible. It's more than that. Oh, it's doing the thing again where I can't put down trees. Let me put down trees, please. Okay. You didn't have an impending death symptoms? That's not what it sounded like on the last, like, 10 seconds of that stream. It sounded like the big bad wolf was trying to blow down another house. Thankfully it was temporary, but still. And I'm only saying this now because we know that you're fine. So, in the moment, it was not what was on my mind. Oh, I could put trees on the side of this. Okay, problem solved. I know, it's terrible. Like, think of the oxygen you're using up when you do that. When you breathe. How selfish. Okay. Let's do Linden. Oh my gosh, yes, it's finally turned into spring and we've got better colors. This was what I was aiming for the entirety of today's stream. It took, how long? Almost 3 hours to get to this point in the game. But at least we got there in the end. Okay. Whoop, this guy's that well. Any update on the pizza? No, don't tempt me. I've got no money to be buying pizza. It costs like, what? $40 to get one pizza nowadays? It's terrible. I could make my own, but then I don't have pizza dough or ingredients for it. Otherwise, I would consider. There was a phase where I was just constantly making pizza, actually. The problem is, we're a family of 4, and my oven can only fit a cast iron pan that serves maybe 2 people with that one pizza. So it wasn't great for efficiency. Like, this pizza parlor will not be staying open for very long, but, you know. Okay, trees really do fix, like, a lot of a place looking plain. Like, the moment the trees went down in this area, it looked more complete. So that's good. Oh, we've got a helicopter. Wait, where is it going? Sorry, I'm distracted. Where are we going? Kelly! Kelly's under attack. Well, I mean, Kelly's under attack by viruses, I guess. You're sick. Where are you? Oh my gosh, that's so, like, morbid. The citizen is unable to work and may die if their condition doesn't improve. Well, here comes the medical helicopter to save you, I guess. I don't know how you're gonna rescue someone like that when there's no... Are you just literally gonna go by their window? Oh, you're landing. Okay, that's a concept. Okay. What a precise landing as well. Like, look how accurate they were that they didn't touch the car. Okay, where is Kelly? Kelly, come down. Your private transport to the hospital is here. Oh, and off we go. And away we go, over to the mixed use. Oh my gosh, it's so cool actually, like from afar. Over to mixed use area. Why do we have a crime scene in the community, like college? And then where will it land? The game sounds okay, by the way. I realized I didn't check this at the start. Like, is it too soft? Okay. I think our supply situation fixed itself. Yeah, we're fine. So we've got precision flying and supplies. So this hospital does actually work, which is good. This is the thing I don't like about vanilla. Is like every time you click, there's so many of the sounds where it goes like, nope, you can't put things here, and it just keep going. Dug, 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 dug. And I don't like the brush because it doesn't put things down dense enough, so I like placing it down one by one. All he does is complain at this rate. Everything's wrong. Wayfinding's wrong, transport planning's wrong, this game's wrong, EA's wrong. Okay. So, I would say that is the mixed-use Live Daughters Business Park. At least phase 1 of it, generally, done. Like, we have at least some semblance of a zone to work with. So there is still space to build in this area. But at least it looks like something that has been developed, as opposed to just random buildings placed everywhere. Okay, so yes, Live Daughters Park, everyone. It actually turned out much better than I thought. Like, it's actually very big. And there's still, like, this side to build. And some of the zones undone. I'm still not sure about this very tall building. I don't know how I feel about it. Do we have even... Like, are there people even living here? Oh my gosh, what are all of you doing? Are you okay? Are you okay? Why does so many of you just dead? Okay, you look fine. Let's hide the UI. You look fine. Oh, what are you doing? Is this what happens in, like, fancier areas of town? They just, like, spend their day lying on grass. You are alive, right? Hold up. Can I just, like, choose one of you that's lying down? Oh, I can't. Multi-purpose park. Oh, are you living here as a homeless thing? Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, wait. We need actual... Maybe this site can become a residential area. Okay, I see why. They actually are doing that because they have nowhere to live. I see, I see. Let me fix that. Oops. Okay. I thought they were just enjoying their time out, like at 3 AM in the morning. Enjoying the spring weather that has finally come upon us in this game. Okay, okay, okay. It's fine, it's fine. Let's fix their concerns. Right, so if I just do this, so they at least have a way to get to their homes properly. And actually, in that case, the car park can face this side. So we can have two. And that way, people who live here and people who work here have a place to park their cars. 35's good. Oh, as these place pictures. Okay, let me fix this road and then we'll take a look. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so we've got that. And then, let me fix this road and then I'll take a look. Continues to build. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Where's my Discord? Let's take a look. Here we go. And then let me do display capture. What was the message? Bendy letters and bug and boot building is your favorite. Rise shop. Wait, where? Okay, so this is your... It's looking very dense actually. Nice. Ducky toy. Ooh, the Northern Lights. Oh, I like the park that you've got actually. Star Fort 8. So is this actually going to become the shape that you were aiming for? Or is this still just like the building up phase? I see the bus be like in use there. Lovely. Nice, nice. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we'll have this, and this. We're just gonna build it up, I think. That side I will keep for something like a fire station or something. Oh yeah, we actually don't have a fire station. Whoops. Just hide it here. Modern police station. Oh, okay, the modern police station is quite big. Urban Police Headquarters. Wow. Fancy. Small police station. Oh, I can't fit anything here. Put you. Can I fit you here? Yes. Okay. Ooh, we've got a large city. Nice. We've got a Skylines Heritage Museum. Oh, we could put this in this area as like the Live Daughters Museum of History. Showcasing. Where is it? What was it? History something. Skylines Heritage Museum. So it will showcase the Live Daughters and their history of how they came about to become vacuum cleaner proteges. And their hopes and aspirations for society. If it would let me place it properly. There we go. Seriously. Let me place it down. There. Okay, so the Live Daughters Heritage Museum. You heard it really sucks. I thought they were accessed from the hospital. Wait, what? Oh, as in like the people lying around on the floor. Yeah, the homeless thing is an issue in the game though. Like there's generally too many. More than it's supposed to be. They've acknowledged that it's a problem. They tried to fix it, but I think it's still a problem. So yeah, I think it's just something you have to live with when it comes to building in this game. Is that your parks will constantly have homeless people. That's what governments in real life claim as well. It's like, oh, it's just a feature of the game. Oh no, I've done it again. I've left like not enough space for my trees. Okay. And then I'll just place one here and one here. That's the Heritage Museum, at least in place. What were we doing? We were doing this mixed use. And we'll have... Oh yes, we should have some low rent housing. So let's do bits here and there. And then it's medium density housing. I do want some European ones. I realized I haven't been using that Medium EU housing. There we go. So we've got a little housing area. And this could become a park. Let me actually try and place down a proper park. Do we have space this time? Passage Park. That's kind of a boring park though. Dog Activity Park. Oh, it's not gonna fit. It doesn't fit. Maybe it can fit here. What fun, a little like dog park in the business park area. Nice. Okay, it kind of got rid of the trees, which is not great, but... Like, can you hear all of the rejecting of the game being like, no, you can't place things here, you can't place things here as well. Nowhere, just nowhere you can place things. It's terrible. Okay. I'll put the basketball court here, though. I think that's fine. Basketball... Oh, I think the skate park might fit here. Oh wait, no, we already placed it down, right? We have. Okay. So, just basketball court and, like, just a general park, I think is fine. Okay, and then we'll just have one that connects this way. There, so a little park thing. It's not really a park, more like a walkway, I would say. Oh my gosh, how do we already have a dead tree? My tree has died in like 5 seconds. Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to put down oak this entire time. I've been placing like every other tree. Okay, we need to go around and actually place oak everywhere now. Because oak is the one that actually fills up a space nicely. Okay. So just go back in, like do all of this. There we go. Now it's like slowly coming together. And actually one thing I've not observed, is that I believe trees die in this game after a while, and I don't really know whether I need to replant them yet. I've not been observing my old trees. So if we start seeing like greenery running out everywhere in our city, that's a sign that we should be replanting. Okay, oh my gosh, no, people, we do not park there. Okay, now everyone's gonna come and like chase for parking here because there's not much parking in the rest of our neighborhood. Welcome back, Karina. Took a bit longer than you thought because you needed to talk to your mother. No worries. We've actually finished our first mixed-use area. So both the hospital and the business park are pretty much full, actually. So I've left some spaces for future development. But we have developed it enough that I feel comfortable to say it is good to go, as certain Martins would say. Ooh, what a perfect number! 1,234 people currently reside here, and we've got 1,021 employees. So it's actually kind of self-contained, in that sense. Now, since it is rush hour, let's take a look and see if... Let's also rename this. Oh, I don't have a name for it anymore, actually. Whoa, we've got a lot of people taking the subway. Yeah, let's start observing all of our transport networks again. Whoa, traffic. I forgot about that when people move in. Let's save. Okay. Now, subway line 1, do you have better usage of the line? We're gonna let it go back and forth like once or twice, just to see. Because 6 AM is quite early, actually. Although, given that people are still driving in, it may be a case of our new residents actually haven't moved in, and therefore it's not fully representing how, like, well used the network's gonna be. You had to build some recycling and garbage incineration, now you have no money again. Oh no! The garbage thing, the recycling one's expensive. I just had to place mine down. And I've been holding off doing that. I think the garbage is much cheaper. As long as you zone enough landfill, it will run fine. Martin Ostadal, I think? Apparently he's not gonna be at Eurovision like after next year. Apparently next year's his last one. I forgot where I read it, but I saw something about it. Okay, our subway line unfortunately is still quite empty. Let's speed it up. Let's see how much it actually becomes. Our poor subway line, no matter what we do to it, it's just not... It might be a case of we just need to extend it like to other areas and then people will start taking it. Maybe this certain section's just not meant for like high passenger usage. But there's so many people living in this one area is my issue. And you have to travel. Like, it's not like you can just go places without it. Especially now that the bus isn't working, in that sense. Yeah, it's still kind of dead. Oh. Okay, maybe at 8 AM, the crowd increases. Lots of cars coming in for the new neighborhood though. Beetroot West is okay, like 50-ish, I'm fine. 8 passengers. Disgraceful, subway line 1. It's not even bringing in new passengers. So apparently all of our bus thingies... Uh-oh. Have we run out of buses? All of our buses not going to the subway instead of going through the city is not bringing in enough passengers still? Where are they going? Like, where do you go? You can't just disappear. Have we really run out of buses? 63, oh my gosh. Okay, I think it's just a lost cause, everyone, when it comes to the subway. We just have to wait for it to develop properly. We also have everyone trying to move in to our new city, so there's temporary... what do you call it? Like, there will be a temporary influx of traffic jams here. Oh, I wish there was like a two-way but one-sided parking road, because all of it is two-sided, unless you want a one-way. Because then I could put more parking here. Okay, but have fun everyone, just keep squeezing in. Oh my gosh, someone's died. Mary! Mary's died. Sorry, Mary. You barely moved in. Oh dear. Oh, we've got passengers on our train line now. Oh, decent numbers. Decent numbers, actually. Wow, so our train line actually has people now, finally, but the rest of the town doesn't. Oh my gosh, our hospital thingy is off again, the helicopter. Where are we going? Cliff. Cliff is idling and unwell. It's kind of interesting to just watch. I've never realized that you could follow the thing while on, like, the tab mode thing. Okay, let's see where Cliff is going. It was somewhere around here, I think further down. The city is actually, like, quite big already. Like, look at it. It's huge. And we still have so many more squares to unlock. And then we'll have to redevelop a lot of these neighborhoods, so there's so much that we still have to do. Oh my gosh. Well, my previous longest lasting city was 13 months, so you have me for at least that long when it comes to streams. So when's that? Like, we started this 2 months ago. You'll have me until at least next Eurovision. Although, that 13 months was just me being free to play whenever I want. This is only being worked on when we are streaming. So it will take way longer than 13 months to get to that same point. Another helicopter. What's wrong with your health in this city? This is lovely. Like, see what happens when you have a camera mode that you can control, James? We can do things like this. We're just gonna cross our fingers and hope that photo mode will actually come to Dinkum one day. Like, proper photo mode, not the camera or no clip. I love this new area, actually. It's so spread out, but also it has its density. It has, like, its different functions. Like, you've got the hospital area and then the central park area, which we've not had so far in the rest of our development, because it's all just been, like, no space. Like, other than leaving blank spaces for parks, we've not had an integrated design like this. So that's nice. And then we could even have another park over here, because once the university develops, it will just take up this side, and then this area is technically free. It actually doesn't handle that many patients. 250. That's very little. But our actual hospital will handle 1,000 patients, which is lovely. Okay, and our traffic situation seems to be relieving itself somewhat. Whoa. People, what's happening here? Okay, so our new residents are trying to move in, but the cars are just constantly, like, flowing in. Okay, that was an autosave. I want to disallow a right turn here, but I have no control over this. Okay, yes, people, cross. Cross. Everyone move in. The camera's not wide enough. Let's change to this view, because I can control it like this way. And let's do focal length. Let's increase it this way so we have a bit more of a view. Okay, so let's go ground level now and explore our new area. So this area is like the shopping area with that park in the middle, with the people just lying around and sitting. So much more spacious than like before. Okay, so this side's housing. Everyone's moving in. We'll join the crowd. I like it because the housing area, because we use the small pedestrian road, right? There's a bit more of a coziness. Okay, this side we could put a park or something. So it's not too sparse. Like, it feels a bit homelier when everyone is like slightly almost European-like, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of empty space we can be putting parks in. So then that brings in another layer of, like, decoration. And then as you walk out, you can walk over here, and then it's like offices. So again, lots of empty space. This can be random plazas and gardens that we can add on over time. Oh, a police car, hello. Okay, just like patrolling, I guess. I think what I like about these pedestrian streets, it's more like the European kind where it's not outright like you can't drive, but it's also a case of pedestrians get priority and cars need to watch out when they use the road, you know? We don't really have that in Singapore. It's always like, it's either a car-only road or a pedestrian-only road. It's not both. I think they just don't trust people to know what to do with, like, responsible assessment of safety. Look at this! I love this area. I would change some of the buildings. I think these buildings, like, they're too North American. So when we get our creator packs, I might swap them with some more modern designs. Even the Japanese ones, I think, will be cool. But yeah, so let's see it from the other side. It's like a huge, because I actually just realized it. So if you live like this side, can walk through an entire park, which is this bit, to hit another park. So there's so much open space to like enjoy in this one area. Yeah, see, the illusion's not as obvious from this side. But from that side, you have a sense of how much, like, we've actually kept a park in the area. Like, this side, you feel that. How nice! I would want to live here. Anyone wants to move in? We can name a building after you. And then that becomes your building. Because now that we have different neighborhoods, the offer still stands of, like, if you want a specific area to live in, you can tell us. And we'll name something for it. Like, for example, I think Granny would want to move, given that, where's her house? Granny's house has had, like, 1,000 people live in it. So at the moment, it's the Phelps. Shelly Marie, I think, has moved? Where have you moved to? Oh, you've moved here, okay. Interesting. Misty, would you like to move in? We can name, like, one of the buildings can be yours. And then you will live there forevermore. It'll be one of these areas, like any of the housing ones here. Okay, we've got a bit more time, so let me just decorate. Polly Pocket. Wait, what? What are we Polly Pocketing? Sorry. Okay. Right, let's do... I'm trying to choose like an in-between option for Misty. So not something too large. Maybe let's do this one. Misty's house. Misty apartment. Misty's apartment. There we go. So Misty lives here now. I won't name the citizens because they seem to be moving in all the time. So we'll lose you very quickly. But yes, we've got Misty, who now lives in Live Daughter's business area. Okay, and then we'll do just this. There we go. Place some trees. I think the one thing I always, like, I need to put more of are these benches and stuff. Like, so far, we're just putting trees everywhere. Gazebo. Interesting. Put one here. Where else can I put it? Here works. Oh, I don't know if we have playground props in vanilla. Do we? Oh, we do. Oh my gosh, wait. We've got like barbecues and stuff. Okay, okay, we're putting stuff down. Slides. Hold up. Sorry, gazebo. More important things for life. We have like an egg-shaped thing. This thing. Just fun. I can't do... Oh, wait, no, I can. I can do the tile surfacing thing. So this area will have tile. And I would do like this. Perfect. Okay, not quite perfect. I do want to adjust it a bit. Okay, we did have more options with the modded game. Oh my gosh, that's huge. As to, like, tiles and things, but, it's okay, we'll work with it. It's just a little, like, play area. And then behind this area, there can be a little path that goes. We'll have... Oh, I don't think it's gonna fit. Birch trees. We're gonna have to go small because there's no space. Okay. I think same thing here. I do want like greenery on this side. And then over here we've got more space. So maybe that's where this gazebo can be relocated to. So that people still have a place to sit. Oh, actually we still have one there. Okay, this one can be more of a... If I can make it work. A hidden away green space. I don't think it's gonna work. The oak is gonna take up all of the space. It's like a little gazebo that you can hide in. After a long day of work... If only I can move. Oh, I can move it! Oh, what fun! Okay, vanilla's not as bad as I thought in some areas. Okay, I have to move this. So that we can place a tree that actually blocks the view. There we go. Looking lovely. Oh, and then we can have another gazebo here. It's like a hidden away one. I hear helicopters going off again. I think this is one downside about living near a hospital. Is that you will keep hearing it. As some of the best features of a city when you can choose a nice path that is away from the roads where the cars drive. Yes, so this is what I wanted to try with this neighborhood, because we haven't tried it up to this point. And it seems like it can be done in this game. Are you able to make biking? Unfortunately, no. That's the one thing that they've not introduced to City Skylines 2, which I was actually very surprised that they didn't include. Cycling paths are not in the game. So, I would love to put it, but they just don't have it. That would make the whole, like, pedestrian-like thing complete, I feel. Yeah, but the moment they have it, it's happening. We're gonna be, like, adding it everywhere. Maybe I should take that into consideration without planning, is, like, to leave space for it. But I don't know how it's gonna be implemented is my thing. So... yeah, like, I wouldn't know what I would... how much space to leave, or what I should be, like... how I should plan the neighborhood to allow it to exist. So that's the slight problem. The oak are huge. I can't, like, use it anywhere. Okay, so we're reaching the other side of the neighborhood now, so there's less stuff happening. I do still want to have the greenery. Oh, please let me place things. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, someone has a little playground in their building, actually. So I don't even have to put it down. Okay, honestly, my way of putting down plants is very messy, but let's say it's organic and natural. Because I'm just clicking, and like, wherever it goes, it goes. I want a wild green bush. Here we go. Like, you can see, right? It's really just a mess. Okay, oh my gosh, someone died at Misty's apartment. Misty, what happened? Can you also make those, like, white bars for pedestrians to cross the street or cars? Oh, like a crossing? I can, but, it's usually only at the intersections, like this thing, right? Or, if I intersect a path through a road, then it creates one. But if it's stuff like here, because this is all pedestrian road anyway, I don't think it'll let me. Okay. Was that all of the... I think that was all of the space that we needed to fill. Right, so everyone can just... Oh my gosh, there's people just sitting around. Oh, I think this space... Oh no, okay, that's filled. Yeah, I can't put stuff there because that's actually a building. This could do with some bushes. Wildflower bush. Wildflower bush. All of this, because that felt very empty. Okay. This needs more bushes. See, once you reach ground level and you're observing it this way, it's easier to see where you can place stuff still. Okay. I still love this view. Like the fact that you can see from one side of a park to another park to the third park to the hospital. It's so spacious. Which is nice. Oh, live daughters business park. These daughters live well. Okay. How's our subway doing? I do not expect it to be doing well at this rate. Our subway is just failing. The entire thing. All 3 lines. Yeah, see? Nobody's using them. It's 4 PM. It's okay, we'll get there. The subway will eventually prove its worth. Okay, but let's just save. Because it is 9:30 for me. I think it's about time for me to have dinner. I want to keep going. Because, like, this is just how the game works. Is that when I start playing it, it never ends. But I should stop myself. Otherwise, I will probably not survive. But yes, okay, this was a lovely 3.5 hour stint of building in this game. I love this neighborhood that we created. Here in Live Daughters Business Park. So, a nice addition to the city. Which is a nice mix of low rises, like lower rise, but still dense. Which is nice. Our first, like, park-ish area as well. So, yeah, but we'll leave it here. I plan on streaming on Saturday. If we can get Roller Coaster Tycoon working, we will do that. But again, like, you'll know for sure if I'm streaming if I actually schedule something on, like, YouTube. So just keep a lookout for that. In the meantime, thank you so much to everyone who was chatting, lurking, or otherwise. I wonder what otherwise would be. We really appreciate it. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well. I just said in the meantime twice, so you can tell that we're wrapping up. And I will see you soon.